Let's get ready to bootleg. Hello, Charky. Hello, Johnny.
Hey, Cass.
Hello.
Welcome, one and all. Welcome to the Bad Game Hall of Fame. Welcome to Fight Night. This is the show in which we fight for a night. This is a show in which two competitors enter. Both leave. The stakes are pretty low, all things told here. We play some fighting games. Usually not good ones. And tonight, that should be doubly assured in some capacity, since I've only gone and gathered a whole bunch of bootleg fighting games across the NES, Super NES, Sega Genesis, and Sega Master System for the two of you to suffer. Because here's the thing. I said that usually the games on this show, on this segment, are pretty bad. But when I leave it to you two to host it, to put the show together, you go ahead and you pick some not so bad games. You pick like games you actually want to play, fighting games that are generally regarded as pretty good.
Generally, I will pick two bad ones and then one good one, as we have done for the past, I would say, 17, 18 episodes?
Yeah, that's usually the rule I go to. There's maybe sometimes I don't know about a game. I'm going off reputation, but that is usually the intent with the picks, yeah.
In any case, I had an idea. What if we lived up to our name as the Bad Game Hall of Fame, and we just went with bad games? How's that for a novel concept on this show?
Ooh.
So
yeah, I don't know. Let's go back to the drawing board. Johnny, you pick two bad and one good, and I'll pick two bad and one good, and we'll meet back here in 30 minutes.
So I've assembled some games. Usually we play 6 in the course of a show, but I think some of these are going to fly by faster than others. There might be a few that drag on, a few that have more than the typical 8 or 16 characters. Some as many as 60 characters contained within. And on the NES, too. That's impressive. I mean, surely when a game advertises itself as having 60 characters in a fight game on the NES, they're all going to be unique characters. They're all going to be original characters. They're all going to be special, unique snowflakes in that no two of them are exactly the same and slightly recolored in a cynical ploy to pad out the roster count. That would never happen here on this show. But you know what would be tragic if it never happened on this show? I think I would just up and quit the fucking show if we didn't have Truckee Stream Snack.
Well, I'm glad I brought something this week. Jeez. Tonight's stream snack is Lucky Fuck Energy Tropical Thrill. This is I don't remember how many Lucky Fuck flavors there are altogether. This is only the third one I found out in the wild. I want to say there's at least 3 more, maybe. I'm just hoping to find them out there because I'm not going to go buy a 12-pack of one flavor online. Just be like, yeah, I tried this one extra flavor that I missed. But let's give this a quick sip. And okay, so I'm looking at the front here. They got a picture of a pineapple, a cherry, and a orange. I think I'm tasting mostly cherry.
Well, you contemplate that for a minute. Oh, you got it? You got there?
No, I got it, yeah. A little bit of pineapple, and it kind of comes through a bit more in the middle. It's a little bit that citrus from the orange as well, but I'm mostly, at least this is what I think, I'm mostly tasting the cherry. That's the flavor I'm getting, which is kind of not what you're thinking of when you're thinking of tropical flavors.
Yeah.
You're usually thinking those citrus notes, but I wouldn't say this is bad. This is not a overwhelmingly cherry. This is not like cough syrup cherry flavor. It's all right. I'll say it's all right, but it does not strike me as being particularly tropical. So, Cass, what are you having tonight?
Well, I'm having a Monster Energy. I'm having a grape Monster Energy, but I'm not having my Ultraviolet Monster Energy because they were out of that at the gas station. Instead, I found Voodoo Grape.
Yes,
Monster
I've seen these.
Voodoo Grape. And I gotta say, I've been sipping on it. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good grape drink. It's got that great artificial grape flavor that I love. It also has some ad copy on it. Can I read this?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So this is off the can here. New Orleans, the birthplace of Louisiana voodoo. Catch it on the right alley, catch it on the right night, and it becomes eerily alive with chanting, incantations, and dancing pythons to lure souls from the other side. Stir your own spirit with the real juice taste of voodoo grape. Crafted in the shadows with a full vial of our underworld famous energy blend, it will keep you fired up and feeling good without any bad juju. This has got to be 20 different layers of cultural appropriation going on this fucking can, between the art, that fucking, the name of it, and that fucking copy I just read. That is brutal. You just put anything on a shelf. You can put anything in a fucking drink rack at the gas station, I guess.
It was me thinking it was a Voodoo Vince tie-in.
First of all, if you come down here, there's a lot of Kishi voodoo stuff. So it's not like Monster is leading the way in exploiting, spiritualism in New Orleans. New Orleans exploits spiritualism in New Orleans too. That ain't new. But speaking of what is new, that flavor's new. I think I felt like that was coming around from Mardi Gras, because this is when I first saw it on shelves. So I don't know if they're going to stick with it, but it's not one I want to try, because I do not like Concord Grape. I think that's an awful flavor, but I'm glad that you like it.
Carmen asked in chat if I want another greenie after the Catwoman episode. No, thank you. I'll pass on that. I'm good. Having one cat treat on the show was probably one cat treat too many.
Yeah, only one of some sausages.
Yeah, we haven't explored that territory yet.
So, Johnny, what are you having tonight?
Yes, I have a vanilla iced coffee. And, I don't want to fight on a full stomach. You don't want to get cramps when you exert yourself. So I just have an apple on the side, but I might not even get to that. But the main thing, it's the chill coffee.
Any type of flavor in that coffee, or just like a black?
Yeah,
chill?
vanilla. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that will do it then for Charky Stream Snack.
Very good, and thank you. And I suppose it's time we get to the games, which mercifully, I don't got to play any of these. I just got a host. I got a referee. Keep this fight clean. I know you two you get bloodthirsty when you get in the ring, the both of you. Oh, boy, howdy.
I feel like if recent streams have been like any indication, at some point you're going to be like, actually, let me play. Get off.
Nope. I abstain. I'm as a measure for my health, as a preventative measure.
Now, just remember, Cass, in the second fight, someone's going to run in and you're going to get distracted and you're going to miss all the cheating.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind. I'll keep my cue in mind. Speaking of cue, let me cue up that scoreboard here. We used to put these in the sidebar. I've changed things since everything is 16:9 now. We have this scoreboard here that I'll bring down when I got to update the score. And otherwise, I'll hide it. Oh, look at that. Look at that fancy action there.
Oh, I have an idea for the scoreboard. Talk to me later.
All right, duly noted. And now we got to get to the games. And I've got a grip of them here. I've got too many. We're not going to play all of these tonight. I'm going to have you make some decisions, and we'll figure out on the fly which of these games we get around to tonight. Except for the first one, I'm going to start with one that got mentioned in our Sonic Bootleg Blast stream. By the way, in case you couldn't tell, that video did well, so now we're all in on the bootlegs. Every stream from now on is going to be a bootleg stream. We're going to capitalize, run into the ground, run out of bootlegs eventually, and then where will we be? Then where will the Bad Game Hall of Fame be?
I'm glad we didn't, do well on an iCarly game video, or else we'd go, the Quentin reviews route.
That would be especially tragic. I would quit. Anyhow, we mentioned this. So naturally, this is going to be a bootleg game featuring one Sonic the Hedgehog in it. We didn't play this on the Sonic Bootleg Blast stream, but it is World Heroes 2 for the Nintendo Entertainment System, developed by one Konisoft, published as well, which I believe that is a name for another known bootlegger, pirate game, unlicensed game manufacturer. But really, just drink this cover in for a minute. And look at this cast of characters. and know that I think all these characters legitimately feature in the game, except Mike Hagar. Is he in the game? I don't recall him being in the game, and yet he's kind of like front and center.
I feel like current SNK marketing strategies would eventually lead to a game like this.
They wish. They're probably pulling for it behind the scenes.
Yeah, not enough DJs or influencers guesting.
Hey, Johnny, like, what do you think the odds are of ISO Speed actually becoming a character in City of the Wolves?
Oh, yeah, like taking that trailer asset and finishing it. Oh,
yeah, what do you think? Like,
yeah,
more than 0?
Definitely more than 0, yeah. Not impossible.
Look at this cast. Even more characters. But anchored by Sonic and Mario here.
So it's either Sonic is allowed to be happy or Mario's allowed to be happy on that.
But never both. All right. One of you is player 1. Try select if you wanna. Yeah.
Yeah, select. It looks like he needed to sneeze.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, there's Mike Hagar. Okay.
We got Ryu, Mario, Chun-Li, Sonic. Differs between what's on here. Ninja Turtle, Mike Hagar.
Turtle, yep.
Bowser.
This guy?
Oh, I know him. He's from an SNK game.
He is. He's like the Matador guy. He's one of the bosses.
Yes.
Andy.
Yep.
Goku.
Mai Shirino. Yeah.
And M. Bison.
And so in typical Fight Night, you're going to go through all these characters.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with Bison.
I'll start with you then. I have to hit start, is that the problem?
Yeah, I think you have to additionally press start again, possibly.
I think you might need to...
yeah, I'm trying.
You can both start pressing buttons anytime, yeah.
No, you're in OBS doing shit, that's why.
Nope.
Is it it?
Nope, that's not it.
All right, well, then nothing's happening. Look, I'm trying to press... I'm trying to press the cult, and it's not working.
Yeah, I've tried every input.
All right,
controller.
let's go back.
Something broke. All right. That's you.
Do it quicker this time, I guess.
All right, I'm Goku, I guess.
Right.
Ah, okay.
I don't know what broke.
All right, so who's who in this? Who's on the left, who's on the right?
I'm on the left, I'm Vega.
And I'm on the right, I'm Son Goku. Woohoo!
Okay, I don't have charge moves.
Oh, who knows? On motions.
Well, you only got 2 buttons to worry about.
Okay, that's my crouch kick.
Also, you know what I might do? You know what I might try out on this? What if we were just up on stream the entire time? What if we were just constantly on screen?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, I can just play this game like it's dive kick, so...
I don't know what kind of game I'm playing. I'm playing curling, I think. I do like I
can juggle
OTG
that. Yeah,
you
that's
directly off the ground like that.
That's dirty.
Ground juggles.
That is dirty.
I am Headful in chat says future death battle episodes shall be decided here in this game. Yeah, let the CPU fight each other and let the cards fall where they may.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's because there's like a weird bounce mechanic. You see that?
Yeah, and like when you're in the air like that, that counts as being available to get hit. Because you can also like juggle me with a dive kick.
No, I think it's not actually doing damage. It might just be like visually. Like it lets you juggle, but it's not like it actually helps.
It feels like it helps.
When I was watching the health bars, at least it wouldn't like hit again.
You're unlucky to fight me. To fight me.
I didn't realize they had victory quotes in this game. That changes a lot.
On it.
Alright.
I was gonna say
actually see if we could get any motions to come out.
I think one of them. I think there's like a few common inputs. There's obviously like your fireball, your down
I'm
forward
sorry. I'm
punch.
having a moment here. Let me just need to-
Then there's
Most
another
realistic
one.
depiction of a panic attack in a fighting game. Anyway.
Down, down, A might be something for some characters. Maybe not these two.
I can't get any Ryu specials to come out.
Oh, there
wait,
you go.
I lied. I don't know how I did that.
Soon.
How did I do that? I hit the buttons like this.
Oh, we didn't set up the poll yet for this stream. Good call.
What'd you do?
I'm just mashing the D-pad and the buttons. I can't. Doing the motions as I understand them does not work.
Blanca Ball. Okay. So, I don't know how I did that. I don't know how I did that.
Yeah, no, I can only get specials to come out by just randomly hitting
Wanting them
buttons.
to come out hard enough.
All right, in chat right now, if you are in chat, you can vote in the poll. Who will win? Who will emerge victorious?
Oh, come on. Close. You got it.
Hey!
They put a lot of work into this particular bootleg in terms of the characters drawing original sprites for a lot of them.
Yeah.
Oh, cool spot.
I'm up here now. You're too low. Okay, cool.
Do you know what's weird? If I mash the D-pad and just one button, I can't get specials to come out. If I mash both the buttons, then I get specials to come out. Oh, that's it. It's motion and the both buttons at the same time or something.
Oh, okay.
It's something.
I want to see how high up on the screen I can go.
Hey.
Wow,
Can I
there's
timer scam now that I've done this. Oh
Whoa!
shit! How did I throw you?
Oh, he is the fastest thing alive. Also, I do like that the Tatsu has air control. I'm able to go back and forth. Yeah.
How did I throw you? Especially how did I throw you from the sky? I mean, I know the answer to that, which is the game doesn't care about like y-axis.
Clearly it doesn't.
Yeah.
In case people are wondering why the sprites are so damn flickery in this, it's because these are like pretty impressive.
I look like the Great Kazoo up there.
I'm about to send this motherfucker back to the Stone Age.
Yeah.
So these sprites, these are large sprites, and they are made up of multiple chunks of sprites that are all housed in the VRAM, and because there's so many of them, it has to cycle through them, and because there are like sprite line limits as well, it's doing a lot of hardware trickery, a lot of hackery to make these sprites and characters possible. It's very impressive. It looks like shit. You know, the end result is it looks bad. The character sprites.
I figured out how to do it.
Okay, yeah, I figured out the super inputs for Ryu. It is hold down and both the attack buttons for Tatsu, and like hold a direction.
I'm glad you figured that out just in time.
And
to,
both buttons.
For Sharky to completely escape. Oh, you were close. You almost.
You almost got me.
Yeah. Okay. So
Oh, wait. Bottom of the screen.
Almost...
Bottom of the screen.
Well, now what am I going to do?
I'm coming. I'm coming for you.
So, yeah, this game kind of plays like Smash Brothers, like control-wise.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
there you go.
Oh, the setup for that combo is insane. I win.
Yeah, time to scam.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You're unlucky to have to fight me. Okay, it's all the same for everybody.
Look, for a lot of these weird games we'll play, figuring out how to actually get moves to work is... There's some games we play in Fight Nights where we just never get any specials to come out, or if we do, we never figure out how. The fact I actually have a consistent method is... That's tremendous.
This is...
Look at those
this
Koopas.
is rough. Again, a lot of work, a lot of artistry went into this. You wouldn't know it because to pause it
wow.
on any given frame because half the fucking tiles would be missing. Wow.
Yeah.
I guess Mario's not much of a fighter, huh?
wouldn't look much better on a CRT, but some of that ghosting,
That phosphor glow.
yeah, would help a little bit.
Oh,
Also, I'm not. I thought I'd figured out how to do. Wow! I thought I'd figured out how to do specials, and now I can't get anything to come out as Mario. So
So
it
it's
might just be
working
really
as
bad.
it's working as Leonardo for sure. Because I'm doing what you said.
Okay, Mario might just not have any specials.
I mean, he's
I mean,
just
maybe
a
I was
plumber.
like stuffing everything you were doing.
Alright.
You pick Chun. Wait, who did you
Yeah,
pick?
I'll
Nobody?
pick Chun-Li. Yeah.
Okay, I'll pick Mike.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Femme fatales.
Oh, I'm camouflage too.
Do you ever see the Capcom versus SNK artwork with those two?
Are they kissing?
Okay, Cass, if you've not seen, I'm shocked you've not seen it.
Maybe I haven't. I
if
just
I
didn't
saw it,
flag
I'd recognize
as-
it.
It is not far off from what you suggested.
All right, let me look this up. Chun-Li, Mai, and what would I just look up? Like SNK.
Like yeah, Capcom versus SNK.
Yeah, it was from their game Rule 34.
Oh yes. Let me add that to
Almost the art is not far off.
the byline here. I see them giving each other high fives. Is the one
No,
that
that's
also
not
has
it.
Sakura and the other girl in it?
I'll put it this way: they are very close together.
Oh, are you thinking of
they-
the art for SVC Chaos?
Maybe that's what it's from. It's from one of the crossovers.
Let me put it this way. It's the one that looks like this.
That's it. That's it. That's the one.
All right.
I was about to like say what I thought it was, but like I couldn't do it tactfully.
You can't really tactfully refer to that art.
I'm trying to find a high quality, a high resolution version of this image
Wanna
for my
fight a
personal
base reserve.
archives.
Yeah. I'll try Mike Hager.
I'll try the Matador character who I don't remember his name.
I want to say his name might just straight up be Ricardo or something like that.
It might be.
Oh no, it's something blood.
Surprising
got
lack
blood
of
in his
high
name.
resolution images for this.
He owns a bar, right? In lore.
You might be thinking of the guy from Fatal Fury 1. Or it's the Pai Pai Cafe.
All right. For the benefit of folk at home, I'm going to show this. Just enjoy that. Yep. It literally could not be any closer, or they would straight up be making out. So that is pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
that would be. I mean, I'm not a fighting game fan, but you know, I'd have to check in. Like, did they finally just make a Yuri fighting game?
So, I have discovered something else about this game. I think certain characters play slightly differently.
I would hope
because
so.
it's Mike Hager. Well, his the spin, that's just both buttons. Like, you don't even have to do a motion. So it's almost like he plays like you're playing a Final Fight game.
Oh yeah, like my guy does that if I just hit both buttons.
And you know, this game has better car rendering tech than Catwoman.
Yeah,
that we just
it does.
played. They show actual cars in the background instead of just the lights.
Oh! I guess you win. Neither of us have
Yeah.
health, but whatever.
Magic Pixel.
So how?
Yes.
I'm gonna even ask this. How am I even gonna ask this question? So how does it play?
Honestly,
Okay.
better than I was expecting, though. Like, it's not
I
amazing.
mean, it has moves, but
Yeah. Like, there are some beat 'em up like games that have versus modes that are about of this quality. They're like, oh yeah, we'll take a beat 'em up like a Double Dragon, which let you fight in a 2-player mode. It's not that far off from that kind of quality. Have we seen a Ninja
we've seen
Turtle?
Leo.
Okay.
We have not seen
so
Andy.
it's Andy.
I think
It's just
that's it.
Andy then.
Yeah.
Did one of you play as M. Bison already in a match?
Yes,
that
that
was
was
the
my
first
first go.
match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know on the scroller at the top where they're showing the cast of characters, Bowser looks kind of hunky there. We got Barra Bowser. A little less in game. This sprite's a little more typical, I suppose.
I
know,
love
a little
how
hard
tiny
to
he
see.
is, by the way.
I mean, he is a turtle.
I know, but like, I think the Mario
he's-
sprite might have been
he's a Koopa.
slightly bigger. Oh, I might find one. The one time I played as Andy in a fighting game and done well.
Now, you're doing well as Andy, but I think part of that is also, man, Bowser really sucks.
Oh, I love when you're doing your special and mine, and he's hit. We just both take damage. And on the street again. Oh, this
All
is
right, we
gonna
have
be really
to
hard
do
to
it from, like, a
position.
distance.
Yeah.
Whoops. All right, one more time. I have steering over this one. No, I took all the damage in that one.
Yeah, timing's really specific. It did happen once though. Right, check the tapes.
Bowser should be able to throw axes, you know, because they got those axes in Super Mario Bros. Actually, you know what? Looking at Bowser's dick here, you know, they're giving a little something for the Barra furries out there. I think they're...
That's not, he's wearing a cod piece at best.
yeah, that works for some folk. Jockstrap.
Oh, I love how quick you can get.
You know, beautiful thing
specials to come
about
out.
8-bit pixel art is that you can imagine whatever you want there.
You know, they never really brought back Bowser throwing axes and stuff past the first game.
Yeah, yeah.
I think about it. Didn't do it for Smash, didn't do it for any of the other mainline Mario games. Maybe he does it in RPG. I don't know. I haven't played those so much.
All right, it's time for the
All right,
match
this
beyond.
is the match.
This is the match. This is the one where
Yeah,
we will keep
have my
track of
name.
the score.
I don't know. I could go a couple of ways here. I'm gonna go with him.
I wish I remembered. I swear he has blood in his name.
Well, his name here is Yin.
Ian. Oh no.
Oh, you were stunned and everything. All right, let me just pencil in the point for Sharky in advance. Let me just go ahead and presumptively put a 1 on the scoreboard.
Yeah,
I know they're just
trying to block from getting knocked down is not easy in this game. Turns out. I legit don't think there's an answer here.
No.
Well, you're telling me that Konisoft weren't concerned with game balance? No, I refuse to accept that. It was very sporting of you to give Johnny a chance, Charlie. That was give him some false hope. Well, that'll be a point on the board for Sharky. And as is customary, I will also be hitting Sharky's victory screen for the matchup. Very good. That was World Heroes 2. Very official. Crossover of the century. Okay. So we did an NES one. Now we're going to bounce to a different console. That's why I'm going to do this, because we have so many NES games. We have plenty of other ones, but, you know, let's go to the Super Nintendo for this one. There were some King of Fighter characters in that game, I noticed. So it's only fair that we see, you know, the source material for that, where those characters, the likes of Andy and Unnamed Matador came from. And that is, of course, the King of Fighters 2000 for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
Oh, this is fun art they stole.
Lawrence Blood. There's
There
your
we
name.
go.
DVS Electronic, the publisher here, no developer listed. SNK. Clearly, that's clearly who's responsible for this. I'm not sure if this is the actual box art for this one. This is listed as fan art, but fan art box front in the Launchbox database. But a lot of these cover arts for these unlicensed releases will just steal the cover art for other games and then slap their game and logo onto it. And we'll very often have the Super Nintendo and all the box stylings to try and make it look like it's an official release. It's almost like they're underhanded or something. It's almost as if they're being a little untoward in their business practices. Far be it for me to toss around accusations like that. But Super Nintendo, speculated 2000 release date for this. Let's get it on. Oh, hold on. Rewind so we can see that intro.
Like that bit. I don't know. That's Ryu from Streets.
Sick.
Check our options here.
Maximu.
No Maximal, please. All right. Now, do you...
All right.
Okay, no, understood. I understand now.
We've got loads of Orochi versions of characters.
By the way,
okay.
I realized as we were watching it, that intro cutscene is canonically why we have all of these, clone things. Because, yeah, they're all Orochis of each other.
Now, I think some of them might have slightly modified. I think their moves are identical between clone characters in this, but they have different damage values attached, as well as having different palettes. But for the purposes of not spending forever and a day on this game, we will count the Orochi characters as having played the main character. So you just decide on a per-character basis who's getting Orochified, who's not.
Right.
Oh, wait, is this...
Oh, this is a...
It's a 3-on-3 fighter.
Yeah, so we might be able to just get through everyone quick anyway.
So you didn't go through the characters. Yeah, I want to see you pass the knowledge check here.
We have Terry.
Yep.
Skip the Orochis for now. Just skip the Orochis and
Here we are.
I think that's Ryo Yamazaki.
That's Iori.
Iori,
Kyo? No, not Kyo.
No, I think
Kim.
that's the the Taekwondo.
Yeah,
maybe
Kim
the
Kapwan.
Taekwondo guy. Yeah.
Don't know.
Robert?
That
maybe?
might be Robert. Yeah.
Is it Robert? That's kind of what I thought. Anyway, Andy.
Yep.
M. Bison.
Sorry,
Ryo.
that's Ryo. Yeah.
That's Ryo.
So I
don't know who that is.
Oh, is that Benny? I'm gonna pick him so we can find out.
Joe.
Yeah, Joe Higashi.
Cyclops, Ryu, and Cammy. Cammy given the side eye.
there are some
I know
really
we've got-
good Orochi portraits here for some of these characters.
Yeah.
Cammy's in the bottom left is...
I noticed we've also got just M. Bison in Aurori mode only.
I don't know why I did not pick Orochi Iori.
Sorry, that's
I'm
Ioro.
Ioro, and you're Trey.
Trey Songz in a
Yeah.
fighting game. Man, I didn't know they had the celebrity influence in these games so early.
Why am I in Orochi? I did not pick the Orochi version of him.
Okay, yeah, 4-button.
What 4 buttons? I have 1, 2,
Yeah.
3. Oh no, there it is. It just wouldn't come out for whatever reason.
Okay. And now there's specials, and I can do Rising Tackle.
Yeah, I'm able. The specials seem to work mostly normally. Mostly. Coming out
You think-
with the moves is difficult.
There we go. Love me a burning knuckle.
Let me see how this would look in 4x3. Because I noticed these character portraits are very thin.
It looks better, yeah, in 4x3.
Yeah, we'll keep
Yeah,
it on
that's
4x3.
There we go.
for you.
Wait, are you
Wait, why?
Yeah, now I'm
Orochi
evil.
Trey now?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Did
now
you
I'm
pick?
Orochi Trey.
Did you pick Terry and Orochi Terry on purpose?
Yeah, just so we could quickly see the difference with at least one character.
Okay. Did I win the first round?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I didn't remember, honestly. That would have been a cool juggle if this game allowed for stuff like that.
What I especially appreciate about this game is the frame rate and how smooth the animations are.
Oh yeah, how like you know, it's a fun surprise every time if your inputs get read or not.
This
based
is a
off of
weird
frame
thing.
rate.
When I'm blocking like that, you just can't
Uh-huh.
attack. Attack buttons just don't work.
Yep, you can't attack out of that. You
Stalemate.
attack out of this.
Yeah, you have to like go to neutral. So if there are any like, well, who knows? There's probably not back button attacks in this.
Slime in chat
I guess-
says, on CRT, the game looks perfect. It spells Terry's name correctly, too. Are we changing stages
Oh!
just
Yes.
randomly, too?
Yeah, there we go. That was Garl in the top row. Didn't
Oh,
look anything
okay.
like him. Oh, they don't have his stupid, weird upside down low kick he does. But they just flip the sprite up. Whoa! You can't see me, because I can't see you. I might have to look at Garl blocking sprite again, because I do not remember him covering his entire face to block. That's really funny.
We didn't want to draw the hair for that sprite. They're like, fuck it, I'm sick of drawing this hair. We've drawn 1,000 different sprites with this hair. Give us one. Let us have one reprieve. Us
Oh.
lowly sprite artists.
Oh, I just want to quickly see if I can actually get a charge to come out for Guile. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Oh,
wait, you
no,
got
he
something
does
out.
not. That is a Hadouken motion.
Yeah, I don't think any of these unlicensed games really fucked with charge moves at all.
Ah, okay. So, this is going to be a great game then. Because...
Right? I'll
I
pick
don't
the
fuck with
characters I didn't
charges.
see the first time.
Oh, yeah, I'll play as Cammy.
Cammy looks so disinterested. She looks like
Yeah.
me before we start a Fight Night episode.
She
Leo.
looks like the image on a profile page for a webcomic character.
And Robert.
Interest being alone, a disinterest dealing with nerds at the game store that
Huh?
I work at.
What did they do to you, Can?
I think
Yeah,
this-
once again, you did not pick Orochi, but
I love the
Oh,
sound
weird.
effect
Cannon-
for her cannons.
Cannon Spike is a punch input in this. Sure. Whatever game.
You know what I like about Cammy? She's got a can-do attitude. That's
Yeah.
I can do 2 of these, and then I have to take a breather for some reason.
so. How's fighting
Same,
in the
honestly.
water affecting it? I clearly fighting in this fountain is affecting the physics.
That
somewhat.
shit's shallow.
It might be affecting Bison's Psycho power because I can't pull off Psycho Crusher. Oh wait, I almost had something. I don't know what. Oh wait, there's Psycho Crusher. I don't know how I did it. Oh no, I gotta get in. Oh, you got it. You definitely got that.
Hey.
Now I'm on
There
the
it
Crusher,
is.
you're
record
back.
as thinking that blue skin, pretty cool.
Hang on.
Good
Yeah,
luck.
Why does
So,
Ryu have red eyes?
Orochi, evil
For
Ryu.
you.
So I gotta say, this colorization of Cammy, pretty neat. I don't dislike it.
There we go.
All right. So
Oh, that is amazing. Alright, I know how this round's gonna go. No, you gotta throw a fireball, because then you'll be able to hit me as well. There you go.
the fact that they're on two different planes, so you just both hit each other. And I don't know if you ever watched competitive Street Fighter 2. It's Class Street Fighter 2, but it is literally just Ryu and Ken's throwing Hadoukens that just hit each other in the middle of the screen for the full 60 seconds of every round. And the very last second, they'll both try to do an actual move against each other that might actually land. So this messes that meta right up by having them on different
I
planes.
love it. I love it. Just hits each other.
Like Ryu's fireball also does like bupkis for damage. So
Sai in chat says Cammy looking like she took too much colloidal silver was the comment on blue Cammy. So
Oh, that was a good victory pose I did there.
oh wow, he has so much more color depth.
Oh,
Fuck.
how did I do that?
Okay, that's on the same plane.
You know, spoiler, but this might not be the last time we see Cyclops tonight somehow.
Oh,
What would
I
these
have to
sprites
keep
be?
reminding myself.
Would these be from, like,
These-
Children of the Atom?
I don't
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
these would be. Like,
Well, because
maybe.
that's the thing. Those sprites got recycled into everything. So yeah.
He animates so weird compared to everyone else.
Yeah, yeah. Well, because, you know, that would have been way more frame animation, so they've had to really chop him down to get him in here.
Loba!
Right, Loba. It is Robert.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and I think it's specifically his Art of Fighting sprite, not King of Fighters.
I can see phonetically how Robert turns into Loba, I guess. I'm just
Yeah,
cycled.
yeah, Lobato.
Mr. Taco, in
probably-
reference to the fact that they recycled this Cyclops sprite a lot, don't you mean recycled? Like, you know, because his name is shortened in the top left corner. It's...
Come on, Robert, do something. Nope. Robert's not very good for some reason.
Who have we not seen in general?
Okay.
Like, how does this work? We haven't seen Joe.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Kim.
Not this guy.
We haven't seen Andy.
Andy. And then it's just potential Orochis, yeah. I'll just
Yeah, toss some
pick some
Orochis in.
random-
Who gives a shit? Yeah, it's...
Yeah,
This
and
flew
then-
by faster
see
than I
if
imagined
Orochi-
it would.
Let's see if Orochi Kami is actually
A
just-
properly colored Cammy.
yeah.
I'll also try Orochi Terry.
Takun?
Huh? Okay, this is not who I thought it was.
Game's full
I
of
actually don't
surprises.
know who this is. Oh, this is the guy who's Mr. Karate behind the mask.
Yeah, that one character's dad.
Yeah.
Who did we think it was? Kim?
Yeah. I don't think the portrait was right.
Yeah, it was definitely not.
Yo!
I love how the impact sounds, the sounds of like actually connecting, of meat hitting meat, is like a gunshot every time.
Yeah.
I think they had a Foley artist on staff to make this game.
Yeah, and he just
I don't know how he did that.
he pulled out his 22 and just started firing in the booth.
Good job, Joe. Alright. I guess I picked the Orochi version of this guy.
Mhm. Don't know how that was that move.
So how does this one play?
Honestly,
Worse.
worse. Yeah.
It doesn't look pleasant. It doesn't look exactly like what I would
Like,
call
it's trying for more,
good.
but just the low speed. It feels like it inputs again Eden constantly.
It
The
is
weird
hungry for
rules.
inputs.
Yeah. The weird stuff like if you're blocking, just no input works.
Also, if you're
Def-
holding, even just like walking backwards, not actively blocking, but walking backwards means moves will not come out.
Yeah, yeah. And
Now,
stuff like that.
Sharky, you should let... Oh, wait, no.
Yes.
Johnny, you should let Sharky...
No, other way.
So who's...
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, right. However we show, more characters here.
Oh,
So,
okay. That
Orochi
is
Kami-
slightly... Yeah, they changed the animation slightly. It's got like a more startup.
Also, she's purple now, so there is no human skin colored Cammy.
Yeah.
You
Unless
know-
it's...
Purple skin,
Why did that one
also
not do
fine by
damage?
me. Both good colors of skin for like a demoness character. Possibly a succubi type. Red's good too. I mean, red's like kind of basic, in my opinion.
Going.
If I was trying to figure out if I do like forward circle kick with Cammy, she just walks forward. I don't think she does an actual move.
Let me tell you about a little character by the name of Astaroth from the Shinra Bansho line in Japan. That
That's not the Astrofy.
What is that kick? Wait, what was I doing? Because
I see you
Like
in the
this-
Discord, by the way, Sai, posting the colonial silver guy, the fucking Santa Claus looking motherfucker with the blue skin, and being like, "This is Cass's type." I don't think I don't. I have 3 monitors.
Whoa! That messed you up real good.
I will say, despite the fact I'm getting caught by this. Oh, that does insane chip damage.
Yeah.
But this
It
doesn't
actually
have,
does more
like-
damage than if it hits.
This doesn't have the clear infinites that the other game had.
Not the
Thus
clear
far.
ones.
Yeah.
I feel like I've gotten caught in some infinite patterns though.
Oh! Static electricity in my hair.
Ah, Blue Terry.
Wait, why can I not?
Yeah, see,
I
that's
wasn't
one hit.
attacking.
See, it's just a little chip.
A little chip will do ya.
Okay, crack shoot.
Yeah, he might actually have like they might have just taken Terry's moves and split them between the 2 versions, because it feels like I had Crack Shoot come out easier in this form, and then he was doing like Burn Knuckle and Rising Tackle in his regular form. And let me just see if I can get any other moves to come out. So.
Let me ask you this question. Between Cammy and Chun-Li, both the ladies featured in Street Fighter 2,
Yes.
who is the better of the ladies, of the Street Fighter ladies?
I was always a fan of Chun-Li. I was a big fan of Chun-Li as a very small child.
Yeah, probably
She-
Chun-Li.
All right, I just wanted to make sure we were all in agreement here, which is, no shade to Cammy, no shade to who's that pop star who played her in the
Kali Minogue.
Carly Minogue, yeah. So is this the
this is
match
for the
beyond?
marbles.
Is this for all the
Yeah,
marbles?
this
Is
would
this the
be-
match
yeah,
beyond?
This be the one. Yeah.
I don't know who I want to pick as my... Oh, wait. I have Orochi's. I can just...
Vessel's in
Pick
chat
Cyclops again.
saying, Vessel's saying, yeah, but what if they were purple? Yeah, so if Chun-Li was blue and Cammy was purple, between those two, would that change anything? I'll let you fight. I'll let you take this match seriously. But just leave that thought lingering in the back of your minds.
I don't think you can do jumping attacks in this game. I think I finally just
You
figured
can.
Magic Mouse
like,
says,
I
Cammy...
can't. I can't.
Carmen says, Cammy's kind of a cop. Saying, yeah, so's Chun-Li. If you forget.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, Interpol.
Chun-Li is explicitly a cop. Interpol, to be precise.
Yeah.
Can't win. Shot him right in the
Oof.
ankle.
Yeah, no, legit, Ryu felt better to play as in World Heroes 2 on NES.
Just because this game came out years later on more powerful hardware does not necessarily make it a better game than the NES World Heroes 2. I'm
Need to
seeing
stop
some
going for
other
his
choices in chat. This is why real connoisseurs pick Jerry Han. There's always Rose from the Alpha series.
Oh, yeah,
Who's
yeah.
that buff gladiator lady from the recent Street
Marisa.
Fighter? She's pretty cool.
I think.
She seems pretty
Yeah.
neat to me.
Yeah, I will say, if we were doing the whole cast, I'd say Jury.
Nah, Jury's weird. Weird
Yeah.
in a way that I don't actually get.
Yeah, yeah.
No, like, Jury is too much foot stuff. It's
Okay, that's
it's
true.
weird.
Yeah. Well, you know, you got to take the good and the bad. That's what she's into, you know.
Don't kink shame here.
I'll support it. Yeah. Well,
I don't know. I can't think of any off the top of my head. That
I'm done. That's the end of me.
beyond Chun-Li. I'd have to have more like time to think available to me.
Brush of Chaos says optic glass, more like shattered glass. On account of the sound cue, I imagine.
I legit don't know how. I don't think my character is gonna get in on that. So this is why I picked Cammy last.
Anchor.
Well, let me just put a pencil in
right.
a 2 for Charky on this one.
No, Johnny still has a round on me, so. And this Cammy is like disgusting, so.
Yeah.
It's very mean to say. To the second lady of fighting games. I know I've mentioned this on the show before, probably on a fight night, probably one of our previous fight night programs. There was a time where Johnny called Ryu the first man of fighting games. And it was like 15 years ago. And it's still funny to me.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
All right, so who won that?
was it.
I won that.
Yeah.
All right, so with that, I will update the scoreboard. I will play this screen once again.
Oh, as usual, Cyclops, you're the worst.
All right, that's 2 points on the board for Charky, but there are many games left to go tonight, so still anyone's game, technically. All right, so that was our SNES game. We have a few more, but we'll bounce back to the NES. Now, we've seen some Capcom representation, Street Fighter et al., seen some SNK. I think it's time we saw some Mortal Kombat. Some of Midway's fighting characters. But I'm going to give you a choice between Mortal Kombat 3 and Mortal Kombat 2.
I want to say 3.
Okay, how about you, Johnny?
Old school Mortal Kombat, I never really go into. Mortal Kombat 9 would be the one for me.
Okay,
Oh,
well, we don't have that. That's not an option I presented here. It's Mortal Kombat 2 or Mortal Kombat 3.
3 is divisible by 9, so.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, other way around. Whatever.
And it's plays the most, probably, like 3, so.
All right, so we will go with Mortal Kombat 3 Extra 60 for the NES. This is by way
Mortal Kombat 63
of developer Super Game and publisher Realtek, the realest fucking tech you ever done seen. 60 characters in this one. It was I alluded to this at the top of the show, saying that 60 characters, cramming 60 characters into a NES game is really quite impressive.
Now, see, I like Mortal Kombat Mugen stuff. Check out our episode on Mortal Kombat Chaotic New Era. So, yeah, an extra 60 in Mortal Kombat 3. That sounds great.
All right.
Okay, 2-player game. All right, we got Striker, Kung Lao, Scorpion, Liu Kang, Kano, Xiaosheng, Shiva, Baraka, Sub-Zero, Melina. Not Melina, I'm sorry. That's Katana up at the upper right.
Katana,
this
yep.
is Melina. Xiaosheng, so I don't know who this is, actually.
They're both Shansun. Yeah, this is like MK3, down as
right.
MK2.
Katana, Jax, Liu Kang. Johnny Cage with an emote?
Kung
Lao, Johnny Cage normal.
Wow.
Sub-Zero Striker.
Beautiful.
Sonya, Jack. There are actually, it's not looping perfectly. There are actually.
There's like a Raiden down there that wasn't previously seen.
Yeah, there's a Raiden here, there's a Raiden here.
There's maskless Sub-Zero in one of the rows.
Yeah. There's Scorpion. Alright, we're gonna have to do we're gonna have to really think when we pick these characters if we want to pick everybody.
I think we might just have to go in from the top row.
Yeah,
along.
I think that's gonna be the way to do it.
Okay. But I'll tell you if we start like hitting on the same people.
Yeah.
Alright, so Striker and Kung Lao.
Press more buttons.
All right,
That's
apparently
right.
I picked
I
Johnny
guess.
Cage, apparently.
All right.
And this is Mortal Kombat Trilogy is what this sprite is based on. The weird, like, bootleg Johnny Cage they made for that game.
Okay, my punches are on. Okay, I see how that is.
I'm gonna just say, I don't think this game has special inputs.
I mean, I threw out my hat. I don't know how I threw out my hat, but I threw out my hat.
I'm gonna say maybe my character doesn't have special inputs.
I'm going to assume that anything I know about how the special inputs are for any given character is not going to apply. In fact, I'm doing the same thing I did when I threw out that first hat, and I'm not throwing out hats anymore.
Hell yeah. Oh.
I love you all.
It's because it's a fellow Johnny. He's carrying me through this. I love what sprite they've used for the sweep kick here. Not it kicking forward, it kicking towards the screen.
Because it'd be harder
It's
to
3D.
expand the sprite horizontally in that sort of way.
I wonder if it even... That's the
Wait,
whole
how
point
do I
of
do
this.
that?
Just cut the move then. That's the whole
How
point
do you
of
do
this thing.
that?
Oh, okay, I do have a special because I just randomly did the green energy ball thing. And I might have just done shadow kick very briefly.
Pro Sticker in chat says, "Holy shit, this may be one of the worst Select a Fighter screens ever."
Whoa! Huh?
That's just an epilepsy button.
Incomprehensible.
Awesome.
This is a strange one.
Yeah, I don't understand what the buttons are doing.
Yeah, you know, the sprites in this aren't terrible. They're not as flickery of a mess as, like, World Heroes 2.
Yeah, it's just Johnny Cage's leg that really has a problem. I don't know how I do that move where I spin and it flashes the entire screen and you get hit somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, what?
I don't...
Is that just a full screen hit you just get?
So I'm just doing the same input over and over again, and most of the time nothing happens, but sometimes I get that.
Oh yeah, sometimes I get that to come out and I don't know how I'm doing it.
Finish him? Fatality? No.
On the
if you were
NES,
just a little
no,
to the
of
left,
course
you
not.
would have fallen into the pit.
Oh hey, look
Oh,
at
it's
that.
nice of them to have just moved us over directly. Alright, so yeah, Scorpion and Liu Kang. Presumably.
Yeah.
Press buttons.
Okay, so when you press buttons to select, once you've selected, you have to press a different button to make it go to the actual fight.
They're testing your inputs. They're making sure that your controller is working.
Yeah, there are definitely special moves in this game.
What did I do? What move
Unlike
did I
World
do?
Heroes 2, I have not figured out how they come out.
I think I threw out my spear, which is not a grab, it's just a projectile. This is the least understandable
Ooh.
of the ones we've played so far.
You hit me from very far away there. You know, I want to figure out something. Okay, it's back to block. Trying to figure out if they were going to try and emulate Mortal Kombat and put a block button on like select or something.
I think instead of the teleport, they just had me go forward really, really fast.
I think one of the, if not both of the Game Boy
Huh?
Random.
Mortal
Okay.
Kombats have start to block and
Yeah.
select to pause, which is
Yes.
brutal. When I say both, I mean Mortal Kombat 1 and Mortal Kombat 2. I don't know how Mortal Kombat 3 does it.
Gotta deal with run buttons in that one.
Right.
Alright, so okay,
yep.
so we picked,
Different characters, yes, I know.
we both did not pick Baraka. Neither of us picked Baraka at any point, but we were both Baraka.
I really love
Alright,
the
so-
foreground elements in this stage and how they definitely realize these correctly.
You know, at least they're not covering the fight, so that's a
Yeah.
plus in my book.
Alright, so what I
Wait.
said about...
Did you take his arm blades out of his arms?
We'll have to see. What I said about us having to pay attention to what characters we've done already doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, it's
I guess I should check in case you know, Cass. Does picking the character on the menu actually change who you get, or is it random?
It's supposed to theoretically match up the characters, but there were so many characters that you gotta forgive. Who were the fucking developers of this game? DVS or who fucking
Yeah,
made this?
Midway.
Yeah, it looked
Super
like
Game.
he took his arm blades out.
You gotta forgive Super Game for there's so many characters to map to the correct characters here. With 60 characters on the fucking screen, I mean, it's only natural that there be a few mess ups along the way.
Right, another Baraka.
Oh, hey! Baraka was actually on Baraka that time.
Shiva is Melina.
And yeah,
We'll
actually
figure
is
out
Melina
how to
because of
do-
that. Yeah, that special input.
I almost can get this to come out. Like, I'm having most success with Melina, if only because, like, I've accidentally done this move more often than any other move I've accidentally done.
Now,
Oh, that's not
question,
true. Liu Kang, I was getting those teleports out a lot. Go on.
better or worse than Mortal Kombat 1 on the Game Boy?
God. I mean, this doesn't feel like I'm doing play by mail.
Fighting games by
Yeah.
mail, the way we all used to have to play across the globe, the original internet.
Like,
I swear I
MK1
didn't even
on
do an input for
Game
that.
Boy might play more like a Mortal Kombat game, but this might feel more like just better feeling to play.
You are getting more than
responsive.
2 frames per second in this.
Yeah. Yeah, this has more immediacy at the very least.
Yes. Yeah, that's the best
So-
word for it.
So here's the thing. Since we normally play as every character, I'm not even going to pay attention to the fact that there's like 60 characters on the screen. How many characters are actually in this game? Right?
Good question.
Because Striker's not there. Shang Tsung wasn't there. Have we seen everybody?
I'm not entirely sure.
All right, let's just keep going until like we have like 2 matches in a row where there's no one new, and then we'll assume we've done everything.
I
Yeah,
think
if you've played a Mortal Kombat and you expect uppercut to be a great answer to jump-ins, it is not.
I'm looking at so this game, this Extra 60 is a modified version of a previous release.
I'll take him.
That was just Mortal Kombat 3 by way of Super Game. That original game had a roster of 10 characters. That includes Melina Katana, Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Johnny Cage Baraka, Sub-Zero Scorpion, and 2 Raidens.
Okay, well, we haven't seen Raiden yet.
No, we haven't seen
I did
Sub-Zero yet
notice.
either.
I did notice I did do the see the Katana fan move there.
Yes.
So this might technically be a different character from the Melina.
You might. I might have been playing as Purple Melina, and you might be playing as Purple Katana.
Yeah.
I will say the original version of this game, the non-Extra 60 release, has names above the health bars in the HUD, and has versus screen before each fight that shows you the characters you've done picked.
So let's assume that this was a new character because you managed to do a Katana move.
Yeah.
All right. So does it even matter?
Look-
I'm gonna pick Jax. We'll see if.
Because we've had situations where
No.
yeah.
Okay. Then after
Oh.
this, I'm gonna pick Raiden.
I might have done the Melina Ball. So this is Melina
That's
instead.
Melina. Okay.
Yeah, oh god, it's so weird playing Mortal Kombat with the uppercut is just useless.
Oh, what was that? How did I manage that one?
I have a distinct memory, because we talk about the Game Boy Mortal Kombats a lot.
Mhm.
It's because I had them as a youth. Mortal Kombat 2 on the Game Boy.
Oh, wait,
Oh.
double KO?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
We got one. So I played a lot of Mortal Kombat 2 on the Game Boy, and that game has, what, like 8 characters, I think? And, 3 of them are ninjas, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Reptile. 2 of them are Melina and Katana. And I think it was at that moment playing that game that I realized that, wait a minute, I think that they got a little lazy here. That these characters, they may have different special moves, but they have the same sprites, don't they? That's a little cheaty. That's a little...
It's very much a memory limitation thing.
Yes.
If we're getting into the actual tech of it.
Yeah, but I just mean to say that as a child, it was the moment of realization of like economic design in that way. I'll also say that on the Game Boy where everyone is monochrome, I had a hell of a time trying to figure out who was Sub-Zero, who was Scorpion, who was Reptile. Nigh on impossible.
Same brain
folks
cell.
at home have not. Yep. I mean, it's the best move, so it's just what every match devolves into at a certain point.
No, I realized that at the same time, like, we both had the exact same idea and we were both committed to it.
I mean,
We're trying to actually fight this time, but
it's the best tactic, though. It gets over any potential projectiles. It hits. You can't anti-air it because the uppercut's useless in this game. So. Okay, who could be potentially different?
I'm gonna try
Raiden.
Raiden. Yeah.
Try like Jax or Sonya.
I tried Jax.
Oh.
Okay, well, we both picked Raiden.
Aha! Give me 1 second here.
Gonna try and find a move.
Mortal Kombat is all about fair fights. About giving your opponent time to prepare.
Oh no, I was trying to. If I could find a lightning bolt, I was going to do that. But
oh, that's cute. They've tried. They tried to emulate his like electric morphin animation when he like gets up and stuff.
It's weird. I can almost do moves. Like sometimes a move will happen. Like that time, I swear what I did not even involve an attack button. That one did.
I just love how many moves like double hit. Like you attack, the opponent attacks, and just both take damage and get knocked back. Like how?
Well, I mean, if
that
two
will just
dudes threw punches at each other, like threw punches at the face of each other, neither of them was guarding, would they not both hit each other?
Yeah, like I've played the end of Metal Gear Solid 4.
I've always wondered if someone could make a fun fighting game that like was more physics based. So like if you're getting hit while you're doing a spin kick, that doesn't necessarily stop the spin kick from hitting the other opponent in the face.
Sorry,
I really hope this is someone else.
I think we've gone through I think at this point.
Lady, Sharky, one up, one left. What's her name?
That's Shiva, yes.
Shiva. Let's see if
Shiva.
Shiva's in here.
Okay.
Also, there's a couple of Sonyas
Shiva earlier, but nope. All right, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna say that we've picked everybody.
All right. Well, you'll have to for the match beyond after this. You have a lot of characters to pick from.
I'm gonna be so pissed if like I pick the person I remember wanting to play as, and it's a new character, and it's all been random this entire time.
Boom.
I love how they slow-mo the entire animation for the last hit.
Yeah, it's like the slow-mo last hits from Tekken 7. Just take it to the extreme. Whoa!
That one was barely
I actually did a
animated.
special that time. That's his like uppercut, forward uppercut fin.
I know it's supposed to be like a clenched fist, but if you look at his right hand, it looks like he's holding a can of something in his walk animation.
Oh yeah, it does, yeah.
Okay. I don't even think that's normally a Melina move, but... Alright, this is gonna be the match.
Just for fun.
Just gonna roll the dice.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going with what I think will work.
Hell yeah, I'm green now.
Oh, you're Jade.
Sure.
Did we see Sub-Zero in this? I'm sorry, I just
No.
realized how few ninja characters we actually saw. I think we got
Yeah,
Scorpion
we saw
once.
Scorpion once, and then we never got
I
another
mean,
one.
we know that they can use the same sprite to make multiple characters, so I can't rule it out that there's more than one ninja in this game.
That would be the easiest
be.
way to pad your roster out to 60 characters. I mean, I've seen it in Mugen Mortal Kombats where it's like we got 100 ninjas in this. We got Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Reptile,
I guess I'm Katana.
Ermac, Noob Saibot, Smoke, Super Smoke.
Reptile, Aqua, Slime. I'm trying to remember some of the other fake ones.
Oh, well, Tremor became
Nightmare.
real.
Or you could just
Satan.
go with the ninja selection in Mortal Kombat on the Mortal Kombat trilogy on the Tiger Gamecom.
And
there-
Floyd's real now, too.
there's 3 ninjas in
Nah,
Mortal
but-
Kombat on the Tiger Gamecom. Can you name them?
3 Smoke, Cyrax, and Sector.
Smoke, Ermac, and another one that isn't Scorpion or Sub-Zero.
Noob Saibot, Reptile.
Maybe.
I don't know why I said Cyrax and Sector, because they're not really. They're the Cyber Ninjas.
Who won that one, by the way?
Johnny.
Oh, no, there we go. Yay. So, all right. So we're going to put a point on the board for Johnny, and we will play Johnny's screen here.
All right, I need to step away for a moment while you get the next game ready.
All right. Let's figure it out. So that was NES. So let's go with a non-NES game here. Oh, let me also show the scoreboard just to validate that, yes, Johnny's point is tracked. Sharky 2, Johnny 1. Okay. We haven't done a Genesis one yet, have we?
No.
Or a Master System one, for that matter. You know, this is one we've done on the Fight Night before, but I used the graphic for it for the show preview. And it's just one of my favorite things we've featured here on Fight Night. So I think when we go back to a classic, maybe the funniest character selection in one of these games, I'm of course talking about Top Fighter 2000 Mark 8 for the Sega Genesis by way of X-Boy. This might be one of the most incredible bootlegs
Yeah.
of all time, in my mind. Lives rent-free in my mind. Vessel's pointed out, wait, let me bring up the graphic. Why is X-Boy on his ass? He's saying, no, boys, no. Only for girls, only for... All right. This one has an intro. We of course will watch the intro. How can you not when it is so cinematic and incredible? You'll have to bear with me a second here. I gotta scale the window properly as well. Okay, and let me get the volume locked into while I'm at it. I'm assuming it's gonna be somewhere in this neighborhood. Okay.
We just have to wait, I guess.
Yes. Oh, they're here too.
Only the top fighters.
The top 2000. Mark 8. Ah, man, that never gets old. That will always be funny. All right, we got the demo playing. So that means one of you can press start to actually start the game.
Yeah, let me get in here. Also, quick stream snack update. While the intro is playing, I took a second to look at the Lucky Fuck Energy website to see how many flavors I'm missing. A lot. I'm missing a lot of flavors. So, and it's also like for a variety 10-pack, it's $30. So no.
Slime says there will never be another team like the 96 Bulls. Yeah, the team of Joden,
Okay, we got Joden, we got
Geese.
Ryu, Goku, Kyo,
Cycle.
Ali, and Rio. Well, I'm
What
gonna
a cast.
Right,
Codeman
Sickle
38 points out that the title screen music is from Brave Battle Saga, an unlicensed RPG, likely from some of the same dev team as that. Yeah, because these bootleg devs bounced around from studio to studio, but which I mean the same studio under like a bunch of different names.
Let me test some buttons real quick.
Yeah,
See
yeah.
how this is mapped.
I'll tell you, this is a 2-button game.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, those
Yep.
are the buttons. Those are in weird positions, but okay.
A and C.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
I can kind of get that to come out.
I don't have optic blast. It seems.
Oh yeah, the
this.
specials in this are absolutely fucked.
Oh, I think I commented on that when we first did it.
Yes. I think it does charge. I think you have 1 tick on your meter, so you can maybe do it once.
Well, okay, special versus just your normal. Okay.
There
A
are no
tick would be
supers.
like a
Specials are
super move.
supers. They've
Okay,
turned
gotcha,
specials
thank
into
you.
supers in this. It's my understanding of it.
All right, that explains a lot. No, it's not, because Johnny just
Yeah, yeah. I can get my thing to come out sometimes.
yeah,
And it's
but
got
that's not
and I'm
eating his
and I'm
meter.
earning meter, yeah.
So I don't know how to do Cyclops specials at all.
Oh, let me look this up. Top Fighter 2000 Mark 8. See if someone's done a move list on this. Something tells me no.
Yeah, I was facetiously going to ask you about that for an earlier game.
In some territories, this game is marketed as Mortal Kombat 8 Top Fighter 2000, by the way. I'm discovering that.
Nice.
Alright, who's teched this out? Not on the Bootleg Games Wiki, not on Sega Retro.
I'll try Ali.
Oh, we got to do the
Yep.
title match here.
It's definitely not. Oh, is it Heavy D?
I don't. Yeah, Heavy D. Right,
think
because
he's
Brian
the-
Battler's the football one.
the
Okay, I'm
sports
going to
team.
read this, and you tell me if this makes any sense, because it's written in fighting game jargon. For all special moves, they are much easier to perform via negative edge, holding the button and doing the motion, then releasing. They are still able to be performed the normal way, but it is much more difficult. Furthermore, doing the motion for a super move and holding the button at the end is paramount in performing the super move. And that's what they have, no move list.
Read the last sentence there
Yeah.
that you sped through.
Furthermore, doing the
Paramount.
motion for a super move and holding the button at the end is paramount in performing the super move.
All right, that does okay. That helps. That it's mostly negative edge, but you know, it, I still need to figure out what the moves are.
Okay.
That doesn't seem to actually hit anything.
Now-
Actually, it's not so much negative edge so much as it is you just hold the attack button.
Yeah. Yeah, you just have to be holding it.
Yeah.
Like,
I-
you can also just hold the button, then do the input, and it'll just come out. It's weird.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Joden to call Ali a goddamn sports lover. One of my sleeper favorite lines from Barkley, Shut Up and Jam Gaiden.
I really need to replay that game again. It's been so long.
It is a gem. Shame we'll never get the sequel.
Yeah,
I
I'm trying some
quote,
other...
I quote dogs. I think ghosts are kind of like dogs, and they just do things arbitrarily, like way too much.
That quote somehow made it onto like one of those like shitty quotes websites as an actual Charles Barkley quote.
I have lost what the special move is that I was doing. Whatever Joden's crack shoot was, I lost it.
Yeah, so far I've only got quarter circle forwards to come out. Who knows about the meter moves?
Yeah, most of these games, I think I mentioned this earlier, but most of the unlicensed games out there didn't fuck with like charge motions. They kind of always went with quarter circles.
Oh, nice. Got basketball on the field.
Yeah. It's just burning knuckle, except it goes up at an angle forever.
Nice.
All right, it's official, folks. Michael Jordan, better fighter than Muhammad Ali.
Give Ryu a shot.
First man of
See
fighting
if he
games.
makes any sense, knowing how the system's supposed to work.
And maybe give Cyclops a shot again.
Yeah. Okay. So the Dukins make sense. Okay, this makes sense. He even has a Dragon Punch with the input, more or less. Sometimes.
So how does this one play? Now you figured out the nuance of it.
Still bad.
No.
This doesn't feel like play by mail, but when you're doing the specials, it kind of feels like you're waking someone up. It's like the little men in the machine who make the game happen. You tell them, I did the input, and they're like, huh? Oh, right. Okay.
It might be the best one so far, though, of the night.
Better than World Heroes 2?
Yeah, a
I
little
think I
bit,
prefer
yeah.
World Heroes 2 a little bit.
I mean, we'll
It's
get to it when we do
close.
best and worst of the night. I suppose we'll have to weigh all the games we wind up playing tonight against one another. Also, I'll ask this to chat while our competitors are duking it out. How do you feel about us being on screen the whole stream? How do you feel about having us up on the fucking monitor at all times? We're trying some stuff out. I mean, we're building up to, I think we mentioned this, building up to actually scaling up the show to 1080p. Switching everything to widescreen was the first move in that. We'll have a new intro. We'll have some new avatars and in time to new pictures of us to animate and light up on screen and so forth. But in the meantime,
And my plan is for us to have some sort of border, so it's not just like black on the sides.
Ultimately, yeah, we will have some sort of like framing device. I don't want to do just like the TV bezels, you know, just like having the frame of like the CRT around it. I think that's fucking hacky. I think that's lame.
No, I was thinking just general like design stuff. I don't know how I would phrase that, especially now while I'm in the middle of this, but stuff you see other, streamers do, particularly like VTuber types.
Oh, okay. He does have that move. I'm not sure how I'm getting that one to come out, but he does have it.
Vesles says that Chucky and Johnny need to be fighting each other like the cutscenes in Dragon Ball Evolution for the PSP. So we'll have one shot of Johnny where they have a gigantic forehead, and then it'll cut back and they'll take off the jacket they were wearing for that one character portrait, and it'll just be a goddamn mess.
I will say, once we do like the redesign, especially with the new avatars, I'm gonna have a new windscreen. So I'm already kind of thinking about like, oh, what am I gonna do for that?
Time for the ultimate death battle. Geese and Goku.
Geese and Goku.
That's not Goku. That's Vegito or whatever the combination. That's the color scheme at least. Gogeta.
Wink.
Yeah. It's funny, I watched a video about that recently, and I still don't remember who's who. And apparently, Toei don't ever remember either, so... Oh, they gave him a Reppuken. Yeah, I don't need to say Kamehameha. I don't know how to do it just without.
Slime in chat says, there was this one streamer I caught back in the day where like 70% of the screen was an animation of this horrible, grotesque cartoon monster getting food shoveled down his maws from a conveyor belt while the dude played an NES game. That's my ideal stream layout. We'll do what we can.
Yeah, I think the reason I prefer this slightly over World Heroes 2 is that, like, knockdown, bouncing, just making everything take longer to do. Yeah, Clash.
We're back at it? Okay. I don't know if I ever showed you this clip that I took when I was playing Guilty Gear Xrd with some people. It was two people playing as Jam, and it was like the start of the match, and one of them says, like, I was thinking of opening with a 6H, what about you? And he was like, I don't know, I was thinking about opening with like something else. He was like, well, why don't you do 6H2 and we'll see what happens. And the match starts, they both immediately 6H, immediately clash, and just throw each other across the screen. Just
Oh, no.
zero
That's the
brain
story.
cell Jam play.
Okay. That means nothing to me. That's.
No, I'm talking to Johnny. That was a Johnny thing.
I do remember, was it Cell in Dragon Ball FighterZ? If you ever watch Cell versus Cell matches, they often start with the same move clashing as well.
All right, I'll translate it for you, Cass. Two people, and they were like, hey, I think the first thing I'm going to do is try and punch you in the face. The other one's like, actually, yeah, you know what? The first thing I'll do is punch you in the face. And they just walk up to each other, punch out in the face, and fall over.
I mean, that's my ideal fight.
Oh!
How do you know how you did that? Is the question.
I was spamming quarter circle forwards, and it came out.
I had a hunch it might be. If this was a real fighting game, I was thinking like maybe double inputs, like quarter circle forward, and then release might have been it. But I've been trying that. All right. Let us see Cyclops again. Who did you pick the first time that you were?
There's this guy, yeah.
All right. Now that we know.
But at least got moves to come out as him. Yeah, let's
Well, this
see
is
Red
just a
Cyclops.
whatever match. This is just to see how Cyclops looks.
Cyclops and his rival, Red Cyclops. Funnily enough, he shoots blue lasers out of his visor. So.
Oh. Oh, it's this again. Look at that hitbox.
You think it would move at the speed of light, but
You're the
Oh,
worst,
it's not light,
Cyclops.
it's energy. All right, I need to see if he has any other moves.
Yeah.
Not that, not that, not that. That might have been something?
Yes, sure, you can. It's kind of hard to get it to come out, but he does have it.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just sort of like petting my controller, more or less.
Who's the good controller? Yes, you are.
Just like stroking the D-pad with my thumb. Alright, well, I know who I'm picking.
Ah.
Alright, this is the match.
No, I'm still going Goku.
You know, Cyclops have enough prep time.
All right, may the best Cyclops win.
Aha! Yeah, I've just seen the death battles. Goku always wins. I've never seen the death battles.
No.
That's a lie.
I'm still unsure of what that is. I know it's basically who would win in a fight.
Yeah,
but
they're like
there's such like a
animated.
format that I see everyone use that like I'm like, is this from something?
There's an actual like YouTube show that is called Death
Yeah.
Battles, I believe.
Yeah, I believe that was the only thing that remains of Screw Attack.
Oh, I remember now. I remember something about Cyclops now from the first time I did this. All right, don't attack me on the start of this match.
Oh, okay.
Slime says they lost their bracket at Evo when they went up against a Michael Stipe player, an REM fighter, and got his ass perfectly with a perfectly executed orange crush.
All right, I'm gonna go with a crouch. I'm gonna go with a sweep. Look at how stubby that is. That's nothing.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Slime, she also says that the image format, she believes, is a DeviantArt type thing, the one that goes around.
Yeah, because I saw that on DeviantArt like all the time back when I had a DeviantArt account.
Yeah, is that like where the like 10 million pound hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby? Is that also in that
No, that's epic rap battles of history parody.
Ah.
You're gonna get this one. Yep.
That's so cheap. You see that? Just because the kick animation's so long, it hits you when you get up.
Yeah, I don't think if there's anyone I would have had a good chance with there.
So is that another point for Johnny on the scoreboard?
That is, yeah.
All right, then I'll hit that fucking screen. And show that scoreboard to show that it is now 2-2. Anyone's game. Speaking of games,
Luis says that they found out the coughing baby is Brazilian. Do you mean that the meme is from Brazil, or that the coughing baby itself is a Brazilian baby, or both?
I suppose we'll find
anyway,
out. In the meantime, I saw Goku in that game, and I'm thinking we should do a Dragon Ball fighter. We have two choices, one for the NES, one for the Super NES. And I'll leave it in your capable hands to decide which one we go with.
I don't know. I'm picking Dragon Ball FighterZ for PC.
Not an option.
Damn. No. I was going for the Johnny.
Good try. Yeah. We'll work one of these days.
What were the choices again? NES. I know NES is one.
Yeah. NES
SNES or NES. Yeah.
Well, we haven't done an NES one in a little bit, which is to say the last one wasn't an NES game, so let's do an NES game.
All right. In that case, the next game to play will be Dragon Ball Z Super Butōden 2, developed by Hummer Team, published by JY Company, rather, in and around 1994. For the record, the Super NES one would have been Dragon Ball Z Final Bout, which would have been a 1998 game by DVS Electronic. Let's get it on. Let's get it up and a-running. Ooh. That's nasty. Do you need help with this? I'll translate for you. It's 1 player versus 2 player. There we go.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So let's go through the characters, Sharky, or your bit.
I think that's Gohan.
So you're muted, Sharky, in case you are talking and...
Okay, that's Vegeta.
What's weird is that you were, like, answering my questions perfectly.
Who is
so that's Gohan, right?
Yeah.
We'll assume.
Yeah, because he's shorter,
Vegeta, Trunks, Goku.
I guess it's Trunks, yeah.
Piccolo. Oh, I skipped one. Cell.
Cell
Small Cell.
Yeah, Cell Jr.
And White Snake. Who is this?
Yeah, I think that might be Gotenks. The fusion of Trunks and Go. What's the?
That'd be way later though.
Yeah, I don't think they're concerned with timeline in this. I don't think they necessarily care about...
Well, it's just weird, because it's all, like, Cell Saga, except for whoever the frick this is. Oh, we'll find out.
Yeah, chat's saying Gotenks, so okay. I'll go with... Piccolo to start. Okay, there. How did you do your input, by the way? Was it just a motion?
I think
normal?
it was, yeah. Yeah, that
well,
long wind-up is not doing me any favors.
Well, I don't know how to do anything with Piccolo then. Oh, wait. Almost this. Oh, yeah, the
Oh.
wind-up is so long.
Yeah, I think they are actually trying to emulate the Super Nintendo games, which is the Super Butōden ones.
Oh, wait. Did you see
I've
how
only
it's
messed
coming
with them
through
a
the other
little
side?
bit. Yeah, I've only messed with those games a little bit. I think they're very good, from what I can tell.
Oh, wait. Okay. No, I still don't understand.
Or at least we don't seem to have the, like, oh, you need to constantly charge up your meter to do moves system.
Let me try something here. Okay, wait. I mean, you're gonna kill me. Let me try something. Let me try
Oh, sorry. I was mashing buttons when you said that, and it just all kind of came through. Well, hopefully it's 2 rounds, so.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought... Okay, so that's a back forward. I was thinking, like... It seems like it comes out... If it's something that's like a quarter circle, I think it comes out a little easier if you don't do the quarter circle. If you hit, like, down and forward and then the move, it's more... guaranteed. That's what it felt like to me. Did I just cancel out of a... Wait, you can cancel? you can cancel a special into a special?
Hell yeah. It's a Street Fighter EX style.
I don't seem to have any specials on kick.
Yeah, same.
I will say this game.
I don't know why I jump there sometimes. I'm just like mashing the punch button.
Minimum of sprite flickering in this game compared to some of the other NES
Yeah.
games we've played tonight, so it's got that going for it.
Yeah, yeah. I've made like the background static, so seems to have helped.
It's weird. This is like one of the first things of tech we've seen, that you can cancel the charge of a special into a faster special to bait.
Hold on, before you select a character, I want to see the attempted translation. Goku Zangya is what they're saying for the bottom right corner.
Zangya. Like, do you think that's supposed to be SSJ3 or something?
Who fucking knows?
Is that...
I don't think that
What
is
is this
Gotenks. This has to be someone else. I don't know who. Maybe like one of the movie characters or something?
This is a move.
Oh!
Whatever this jazz hand thing is.
Yeah, I think it's the lady from BoJack.
Oh, that is... Oh, yeah, it's a lady. I
A
think.
lady!
Almost. that almost was
I really
self-sustaining.
yeah.
No chip damage? Okay. Oh, alright.
Yeah, eventually it'll let me kick out.
Did I air throw you? Or was that just a punch and you fell down?
Probably a punch.
Brush of Chaos says that's Zangya from BoJack Unbound.
There we
BoJack
go.
is playable in the real Super Butōden 2. So there we go. So the Zangya that we got from the translation that was accurate.
Yeah, they do not put they do not put BoJack characters in these games very often.
Of course, every time you say Bojack, I'm thinking Horseman.
Oh yeah. Oh, I actually got a special to come out with a kick button that time.
Oh, wait, okay, that's maybe worth trying. Nope. Nothing.
Yeah, I don't know how I did it.
I don't know what... Look, okay, this is just punch, right? If I just hit punch. If I do back-forward punch, if I can actually get it to come out, it's just this shorter, like, jazz hands thing, and I don't know what it is. Can I just walk up to you and see if that'll actually hit you?
Yeah, go ahead.
I guess. I don't know what utility that has.
Oh, that was weird. Yeah, I don't think this has any of the weird flying stuff. Any of those super Butōden.
No, it's very grounded game.
Yeah.
Very long rounds in this one too, all things considered.
Yeah. Nothing really does damage.
Good thing there's only the 8 characters.
All right. All right. I'll take tiny one.
A matchup for the ages. Oh, this music.
Okay, that's a move.
A little pitchy,
It's
dog.
very easy to get stuffed.
Oh, this is amazing.
Yeah, what instrument do you play? Yeah, I play the sound of glass streaking, of dragging your fingers across a kind of like wet glass surface. Yeah, that's my instrument.
Oh, I got tired.
Ultimate life from sleepy. I was already checked out of Dragon Ball by the time the Cell Saga happened. I think the last episode of Dragon Ball I watched as a youth was the end of Frieza Saga, and then I just kind of fell off. I didn't like stop liking it, I just stopped watching.
Ah, okay. Yeah, 'cause Cell's really good. Cell Saga's really good. Takes a bit to go, but it's real good.
And the ending to the whole Cell Saga is great. That's where the series should have fucking ended.
Probably,
Having
yeah.
passed the baton down from Goku to Gohan, they should have just committed to that. Instead,
what
we got stuck
happened-
with 20 years, 30 years more of Goku as a protagonist.
What happened immediately following Cell Saga?
Buu
Was that the start of
Saga.
GT?
No.
Oh, Buu Saga. Okay.
Yeah, there's like a time skip. Though I will say, God, there's a weird part of me that kind of wishes that whatever they made after the Cell Saga was just slice of life Gohan stuff.
Yeah,
Like
no,
just
that would have
him
been good
in the
too.
School, being Saiyaman, and just never have like gone into the big next threat.
I heard that Kakarot game has like a lot of slice of life side quests.
I tried
yeah,
playing
the
that. I
half
really wanted
RPG
to
one,
enjoy
yeah.
that game, and I just could not get into it because I wanted to experience the side story stuff. I wanted to experience my favorite parts of Dragon Ball are one, Dragon Ball pre-Z, because it's so fun, and two, the filler shit in Dragon Ball Z, because I just want to see these weird ass characters living normal lives. That is the fun part of Dragon Ball to me.
I like this move. It's just like a can.
So I will say is hype as shit when Gohan does the one-handed Kamehameha to take out Cell. I mean, that is like, you know, I am not heartless. I recognize that is hype as fuck.
I don't know what it is about fight nights. I play a lot of video games. And sometimes I play a video game for an entire show. Something about fight night hurts my hand a lot.
Because you get so sweaty during it, because you're trying so hard to win right now. No, it's probably something to do with just the inputs that you typically do in a fighting game being a little more strenuous than others.
I think especially when you're trying to get stuff to work and it doesn't work the way you expect, so you're really trying to get stuff to work on the controller.
All right, I think you saved Goku versus Vegeta
Yeah.
for last.
Okay. Have we seen Gohan already?
Yeah. I
Okay,
pick Gohan.
so Goku, Vegeta.
I'm gonna pick Goku with his flat back of his hair.
I like how over time Vegeta became more and more of just a silly character.
Yeah, he became a better character.
Yeah.
He became a more affable and likable character when he became a wife guy.
I love that clip from Super where he's trying to like crack an egg and like he can't do it correctly because he's so goddamn strong that he doesn't know how to handle eggs.
Oh, this is the Goku Vegeta fight we've all been waiting for.
Brush of Chaos points out that one of the funny things in the real Super Butōden 2 is that Goku is only playable through a code because he was dead at the end of Cell Saga, you see.
I bet there was some Japanese guidebook thing. They were like, oh, if you buy this, it'll tell you how to play as Goku.
I did a move that I liked, and oh, there it is. It's a weird move, but I like it.
ProSticker92 says
Sometimes
that Vegeta with a moustache is better from
Yeah,
GT.
moustache. Oh, this GT design's so ass. His weird, like, crop hair and... Oh, well,
What was
GT as well. Super ass.
As I said, I didn't really follow Dragon Ball after the Frieza saga. What was the point A to B from Android 18 showing up to Krillin marrying Android 18?
It just happens off screen. It's because, Krillin wishes for the bombs to be removed from Android 18 and 17.
Yeah.
And that endears her to him.
Yeah, their bonding happens on screen. But
Okay.
yeah, there's because there's a big time jump after the Cell Saga to the Gohan going to high school.
Yeah, what I was wondering was what was the commonality they had? They were like, you know what? Yeah, let's get together. Again, I haven't watched it.
I think the commonality is just that Android 18 appreciates a nice, funny guy. That seems to be a thing.
Yeah, sure.
She's way more powerful than him, and in Super, there are there are multiple scenes of this Android 18, like Krillin will tell her to stay behind to protect their child while he goes off and does the fighting, and she'll just be like, I'm more powerful than you. He's like, that's why I need you here to protect our girl. All right, when I come back, we're having steak, and then Android 18 would be like, wow, he's so cool. So clearly, it's a very wholesome relationship that I appreciate.
All right,
this is the match.
This is
the
match.
final. I don't know how this is gonna go, if I'm being honest. Maybe I do know how this is gonna go.
I mean, Krillin is a catch. I don't much go for guys, but there's always exceptions to the rule. And
He grows his hair back
Yeah.
after that time skip, right?
yeah, he
Yeah.
always just shaves it, like a
Yeah, he was
Shaolin
Buddhist,
monk would. Yeah.
A hungry Buddhist.
See, I like Vegeta's thing because he has one of the only moves that just comes out.
But yeah, there's a lot of with Krillin 18, kind of about like Krillin not immediately treating them as villains, and kind of them having Android 16 there to kind of anchor them more to life and not be as evil as they are in the other timeline and all that.
I mean, that's the whole moral of the show. That's the entire moral of Dragon Ball is that, you should be nice to your enemies, so when you beat them, there's a chance they may become allies, that, no one is beyond redemption. It was the entire thesis statement of Toriyama past a certain point. Slime said that Krillin Android 18 is peak het slop before saying, all right, never mind, but I think that was after revelation in chat that Krillin does become a cop at a certain point in Dragon Ball Canon. But he also is if there's going to be a good cop, if there's ever, one good cop, it's probably
GT.
Krillin. It's probably the guy who, refuses to kill people and just, refuses to use a gun.
Oh yeah, he doesn't need to use a gun. When he was a kid, he was they hurt him, but they didn't pierce his skin or anything. They just hurt real bad.
How did I? Okay, that ended up in my favor anyway.
Yeah, speaking of het slop, that the latest Tony Zaret YouTube short about your normie friend who's into het slop is a banger. Tony Zaret's been putting out banger after banger recently. I think it's the end of the Yuri era, the Yuri Yaoi jokes era, unfortunately. But I wish him luck with any future endeavor.
That'll do it.
Point on the board for Charky, just to...
Yep.
All right, very good. Let's show that screen. let's show that scoreboard, remind ourselves where we're at. Charky 3, Johnny 2, and our next game. We haven't done. There's a console I want to get to here. We haven't done the Master System, so let's do one of the 2 Master System games I have here. Let's go with. I think we're gonna go with. We should probably go with. I'm stalling while I try to get the box art. I think we should go with Street Master by way of Zemina, released 1992. That can't be right. There's no way that's correct. Launchbox database. There's no way this came out in 1992. I could be wrong.
Master System? No, I believe it.
Pretty sick cover for this one, I will say. We'll get into it in just a minute as I launch it in the background and then bring that to the foreground. Okay. Give me just a second here, because I gotta make sure the window size is correct as well.
GameFAQs says 1992.
We'll see. Bad font treatment on this. Bad coloration there.
Yeah.
To try and discern anything happening. It says 1992 on the screen. That just amazes me.
Ooh.
Just do it quicker.
Oh, okay, understood. Oh, it is so.
How are you?
Wait.
How are you doing that?
So, thing about this game is that player 1 is on the right and does not get to pick a character. Player 2 gets to pick the characters. I also thought I got the improved ROM of this that did not have this audio issue and the sprite corruption stuff. Maybe we don't play this one.
Maybe we don't play this one.
Try to get one match in, at least.
Yeah. Hey, it took us back here somehow. Alright. Pick someone. I picked mine. For what it's worth.
Yeah.
No. Huh? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I did try.
Fatality.
Yeah, this one seems especially broken. I think this is a direct port of an MSX game, as Codeman38 brought up in chat. So this maybe I should have gone with the MSX version for that. Whoops.
Who gets the point on the board for that one?
I think I'm gonna minus one from myself. I have one that's not necessarily a bootleg for the Master System. If we do want to show something Master System on the show here, I think it'll be fun to show off.
Oh, that's funny. I assumed this was a bootleg.
Well, no, because this is Street Fighter 2 by way of Tectoy. This is a 1997 release for the Sega Master System.
Tectoy can make anything happen, so of course it's licensed.
Make any dream a reality. I just kind of want to see the roster in this one, see who they brought over, see how close to original product this manages. I will say this does open up promisingly with the Capcom logo. And yeah, this isn't bootleg in the sense of it, being unlicensed or whatever, but a Master System game in 1997 by way of Tectoy. It carries that spirit forward.
A can-do attitude.
I think a button press is required to get past the screen.
All right. Take a look for the sake of it.
Time limit.
Yes. Yeah, sound test.
All 7 of them. All right, wait. Voices. Round. Wait, do I have a... No. All right. Let's see. Go ahead and hit start, I guess. We have Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, Guile, and Bison.
I am trying to get in.
Well, I think you selected for me.
Oh.
Let's see. Well,
let me know. Don't press anything.
Don't. Sharky, put it down.
I didn't. I was pressing start,
biting.
and then Cass goes into the thing. It's like, don't do
No
that.
bite. No clawing on the sofa, Sharky.
All right, let me just. Yep. Okay, try this.
And Bison's got
There we go.
Balrog and Blanca. I'll go with Bison.
Oh, and this is interesting because this is redrawn Balrog, so he's not
Ooh.
Oh, very redrawn. Yeah, they went with.
Oh, that's a good look for him. Trying to think. These are like. I think those are from like Super Street Fighter 2. Those redraws.
He tests. Okay.
So, funnily enough, there is a Street Fighter 2 for I think it's got to be like the NES. There's a series of them where there's only 4 playable characters. It's Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, and maybe Guile. And then, it'll have the 4 boss enemies from Street Fighter 2, the Super Street Fighter 2, or which it's so impossible to keep track of these fucking games. I mean, I know it's fucking hack. I know it's like the airline food of video game jokes, but how many times do they need to release Street Fighter 2? How many times do they need to fucking update, re-release that game? It doesn't make it any less egregious that they did that, by the way, back in the day. But anyway, whichever one added the boss characters from the World Warrior as playable characters.
Oh yeah, that's a Championship Edition.
Championship Edition.
Yeah.
That
I should mention, that early bit was me trying to see if I could get any charge inputs.
Yep, me too.
Come
I
out.
was trying charge stuff. I tried not charge stuff too, and didn't happen.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Hey!
oh wait, I got something. It wasn't a charge.
We got one.
I feel like when you duck, you stay ducked for like a long time. Like once you're done pressing the down button, you're there. And I feel like that's getting in the way of me doing certain moves, perhaps. Time over.
Wow, what an exciting match.
Yeah.
Imagine like a button test in like a real MMA fight. Both people are in like the octagon and they're just kind of standing apart from each other and like throwing punches and kicks at nothing, and then they're like, okay, now we fight.
I'm shadowboxing the shit out of you. Oh boy, howdy, if you were 10 feet closer to me, you'd be so dead meat. I'm gonna say, and this may be controversial because I'm not actually the one playing any of the games tonight, but I've sampled all these. This looks like the most boringest fucking game we've played tonight.
I don't know if that's something I'd agree with, but it's one of the worst. Because it seems like... I have a special, clearly.
Yeah.
But this
We'll
is
have to try
so
more
far been
conventional
just mainly
characters and
normals
see,
the
yeah.
game.
Yeah. If we can't do more than normals, then you'd be right that it's very... I mean, yeah, Street Fighter 2 just normals is not much of a game. I like how tiny Bison's face is. Or Dictator's is.
Those fucking fanon names for these characters. Boxer.
Okay, it's... Alright, so
Well, look,
the reason... You know why they
international
do that,
tournament
right?
stuff, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because of fucking Japanese and renaming it for the North American market. And you know what
so
they could have
it's
done,
just-
instead of inventing stupid names, is that Capcom could have just like standardized that shit
Yeah,
at a certain point.
yeah, I don't know why they never have. They've had so many opportunities. Like, either cut the characters or rename them, and they've never done either.
So, just on a scene level, people have had to, like, make their own things. Like, okay, we're just calling them Dictator, just so we can communicate with each other. Press start.
Nah, we're gonna need a save state, I think.
Yep, so
Okay.
that's bad. That ain't good. Give me a button press.
All right. Okay, so, got a save state for us?
I do now.
Okay. Ken.
Ryu.
I've always been more of a Ken fan than a Ryu fan.
How's your flowchart?
Oh, I stick to that shit. I know how. I'm a Ken player for sure. All right. Yeah, we're trying to do the same things. I do like how if I'm as far away as possible and holding back, I will try to block all your punches like I'm afraid. Like, ah!
Don't harm me.
Oh, I do not know how you do.
Is it
Special.
the negative edge situation again? Yeah, this is why I wanted to pick Ken, because I was like,
Yeah.
very clear. Okay, so this is normal's the game, as far as I can tell. There are super moves, but fuck if I know how to actually get them out.
Yeah. I do like how much, like some of the animation, like have a decent amount of sprites for this system.
Look what they did to the
Let's see.
American
How
flag.
did
by
they
the
do
way.
that?
Thing. Yeah.
Wait, no, literally, how did I do that? Because the only attack button I pressed in there was kick. And I was in the air.
Just want to double check. The Master System was a 2-button system, wasn't it?
Yes,
Correct.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cass, you're right. This is the most boring game we've done tonight.
And by some measure, this might be one of the sloppiest, despite being the officially licensed product. Like, okay, not to upset our Brazilian contingent in the audience, we talk a lot about Tectoy. They come up fairly frequently on the show, noted for their ambition, I'll call it, their
I want that.
support of these consoles past their prime, keeping Sega alive in the dreams of South America and in the market there. Oh, look at that Capcom boat. Look at that horizontally fucking
Look at
flipped.
that mock pack boat.
But as far as like actual like working developers making games, Tectoy, I'm gonna contend here that they were never any good. Maybe they should have stuck to the hardware and left the software to other studios, to other more talented studios out there. I mean, technical wizards, to make Duke Nukem 3D work in any capacity on the Sega Genesis is a feat. It's a shame the game completely sucks. To get Street Fighter 2 up and running on a Master System to look like this, it looks fairly decent.
Yeah, it looks real good for a Master System game.
But to play it seems like slow death.
Yeah, I guess it's the purest fighting game. They made the super input so obscure that if you didn't like all those unrealistic super moves, this is the one for you. It'd be funny if there was anyone knows what the manual for this says about their potential moves. Alright, I'll try.
Well, it probably says
Chun-Li.
something in Portuguese.
Chun-Li's going a little heavy on the
Chun-Li.
makeup in this portrait here. She
Yeah.
put a little bit too much foundation around. It's-
Round one. Fight.
Oh. Don't know how I did it. Did it once. Never gonna do it again.
Hey, look at that! I can do a input on command.
Is that just
That's why I
mash,
always
or...
liked Chun-Li, because you just mash that kick and you get a flurry of kicks to come out.
Well, no, I have to ask though. Is that
Yes,
just mashing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, I didn't know if they like mapped it to something in this. You can never tell.
Can she wall jump like in I'm gonna guess
Oh, I think
no.
so. Wait, hang on.
Because that was
No,
always my
that's just
favorite thing to
jumping.
do in World Warrior was just do the wall jump. And against non like FGC sicko folk, just among like fighting against like friends and stuff, they would always throw them off. I think something that doesn't help this game, something that does not help this game in the boring department, in the lethargy department, is just the music. Being these 2-channel renditions of the original music. And like at a slower tempo, I feel. Like slightly like slowed down.
A little bit, yeah. Again, probably for the hardware, probably the best you could do. But yeah.
Sometimes your best ain't good enough. Sometimes your best won't do.
God, if you love footsies, this is the game for you.
Guile wins.
Yeah, comb the hair permanently up. God, look how his face is like all distorted there.
Round 2. Fight.
Street Fighter 2 for the Game Boy is more fluid and functional than this appears to be.
That's Street Fighter 2
Ooh.
for the Tiger handheld.
It's been a while since I played that version. The Game Boy version.
It's not
I wonder
good.
if
No,
It's-
no.
I wonder if,
I remember that much at least.
I wonder if there's a TI-83 Street Fighter 2.
I'm sure there is like one fighting game for the TI-83 that is called Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, whatever game they want to call it. The same way that there's that one first-person shooter engine, and it's called anything between Wolfenstein 3D, Doom, Quake, Call of Duty. In the ways that they would people would just take the same base game, make a new title screen for it, and then call it their own. I know there is a TI-83 emulator. I know that it exists.
Lee wins.
It seems very difficult to get up and running. Because I'm not above torturing the audience with the TI-83 nights.
Fight.
I am not above making people endure
Hold for
3
a sec.
straight hours of LCD gaming.
Wait, what? No way. I don't believe this. No, I'm right. I was right to not believe this. I was like, with my other hand looking up a guide for a move list for this specific version of this game, and it said, "Oh yeah, Guile's moves are charge moves." I'm like, "What?" It's like, "No, it's not. This guide is lying. I think this guy.
Yeah,
I think
unless
this
it's
guide is lying."
unless you have to hold it for like 10 million years. I cannot get
Wait.
any.
It says for 2 seconds, so is it 2 these seconds? Nope.
What
Nope.
if it
well,
was
doesn't
2
work.
seconds and not a second longer? What if it was exactly 2 seconds? You need to do it on that frame,
Oh,
otherwise.
that'd be really funny.
Like, Chun-Li, what's your thing? Theoretically, down, forward, forward, punch. But not down, down, forward, forward punch. Just down, forward, forward punch. Yeah, that doesn't work, right? Because the way that your crouch is stick. What was that? I jumped up in the air, hit back, and landed on the ground, and that did my move.
Well, you really buffered the shit out of that Sonic Blast or whatever it's called.
Sonic Boom. We got one more, and then we got that. How did I was holding forward and just mashing the other buttons, and I managed to get a flash kick out.
Lee wins.
All right.
Alright, well.
All right, so we got Sagat and Blanca.
Sagat.
This might be a 2 energy drink night for me.
Fight.
I'm considering it.
Yeah!
Well, I'm in the middle of doing this, but
Oh, this is supposed to be the Thailand stage. I actually want to see if we go far enough left or right. Is the statue here?
I'm
I
gonna
was gonna
bet
say
no.
he's the rock here.
Whee!
I mean, the plane was missing from Guile's stage.
That's true, yeah.
Like, oh, you just missed it. It just took off. Sorry.
Oh.
Don't know how I did that.
Okay.
So anything that's just a mash seems to work.
Yeah, but interestingly, if you mash it too fast, it doesn't work.
Oh, wait. What if I did this? Nope.
They should just make Blanca completely overpowered because he's from Brazil, right? That's part of his character bio.
Yeah. Oh, how did you lay down there?
What do you mean how I lay down?
I thought I saw maybe your sprite was half off screen. It looked like you were just laying down for a frame.
I think I got knocked down.
Oh, okay.
Don't know how I'm doing that.
Yeah, at this point I'm just desperately trying different random input types just to see if anything will happen.
Oh no, you chopped off his leg. That's brutal.
That is, yeah.
This is more gory than the Mortal Kombat we played.
Remember, there are fighters like you all over the world.
I feel like I would have rather heard for the music for this stage. I wanted to hear the Master System try to do the Street Fighter 1 version
Sagat
of Sagat's theme.
Bang,
Yeah.
bang, 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 bang.
I used to know what instrument that was like trying to emulate, but I don't remember the name of it.
Hell's Bells. Jodariel, have they ever said why Blanca has electric
Yes.
powers? Yeah, electric eels.
It's because he's from Brazil.
Yeah, he was raised by electric eels.
Oh.
Well, that might also have helped. I'm not sure.
Fight.
But yeah, he was raised by electric eels, and they showed him how to do it. You know, I'm surprised there is a specific electrocution sprite for Sagat. It seems
Yeah,
like
I think maybe
a waste
everyone
of
has.
resources. Yeah.
Feels
Instead
like a
just
thing
using,
that probably everyone has one. I guess.
Luis PSC confirms as a Brazilian that they're touching their computer. They're powering the computer by touching the motherboard.
Yeah. Like, what's the other? Who's the character from Street Fighter V? The Brazilian lady. Starts with an L, I think. But she has electric powers.
Electricity, that's her name.
I think she's also like Sean's sister.
Yeah, yeah.
Sagat win.
Cool. Hey,
Alright.
one more.
So the only character I've had success with. I'll go with
So
that.
funny enough, I am gonna go with Blanca.
Fuck.
All right. Do we
A
count the
match
last
so nice.
round we just did?
No, it's
No, there's a
Right.
reason.
One.
All right.
Fight.
Laura is her name. Thank you, chat. Found something out at the last second. in That match.
Oh no, I found this early on and then intentionally stopped doing it.
Ah.
So I was like, oh no, this is too strong. I gotta keep this in the pocket.
You were hustling.
Yeah.
Blanca win.
I mean, that's with these games we play tonight. That's the only thing that wins. It's the hustling
That's true.
lifestyle.
Round two.
That's the one thing that works.
Fight.
Because the game don't.
I feel like that move I did should have done some form of damage.
Did you get 3 hits out of that in the same jump?
Entirely possible.
It feels like it feels like it might have happened. Yeah, I know you can get at least 2. Oh.
If I could jump kick and land on my feet after a jump kick instead of just landing like in the
Yeah.
splits, I'd be jump kicking all over the place all day long.
All right.
Great.
Well, I am gonna go grab an energy drink now that that's fight's done. So I'll
Fine
be back
and
while
dirty.
Johnny celebrates.
Yes, let us celebrate another point on the board for Johnny. Awesome. And that brings the score to 3-3.
Oh,
We are
it's
neck
tense.
and neck here.
Yeah.
I don't think we're moving on to our last game. Maybe I think we got to do like 3 more, possibly.
Oh no. Okay.
So let's figure it out. That was our Master System block. We almost fucked it up there. We almost it went horribly wrong with Street Master, but we recovered by picking the boringest game of all time. So let's hope we pick one that's more exciting here. How about another crossover game? We did a few pure games in a row there. I think it's time to get back to the stuff that I find funniest, which is just characters from different franchises fighting each other. Okay, I have this game on both the SNES and the Sega Genesis. So I'm going to ask you to pick blind, SNES or Genesis.
Let's go Genesis.
All right, we'll do it. And since Sharky's away, they don't get a vote. And I will show the cartridge art for our next game. This one also comes to us courtesy of X-Boy, who brought us Top Fighter 2000 Mark 8 earlier in the night. So this is promising immediately to me. Samurai Showdown versus Soul Edge for the Sega Genesis, released 1997 by X-Boy. It's good that you picked the Genesis version because I think the SNES version is more or less the same thing with less characters. It's like a Shaq Fu situation. There are several games that exist where they put out bootleg games on the Genesis and SNES, and the SNES version always gets the fucking shaft. Much like in Shaq Fu, where SNES version has like fucking 6 characters in it, and the Genesis has like 12. You can always read our article on Shaq Fu, badgamehallofame.com/Shaq-Fu, for the internet's definitive article on Shaq Fu. But that has not come to Fight Night yet. I've held that one in reserve. So we will get this up and a running, and I'm hoping for another cinematic intro to this one. I believe we will get it. I believe my prayers will be answered. We all ready? Sharky here?
Yep.
All right, very good. Final Samurai. Who will be the final samurai standing?
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, the alternate name they pitched for that movie.
All right.
Oh.
Quick peek. Yep.
Twitch has this in their database as Soul Edge versus Samurai Spirit, so yet another.
I'm always surprised how many bootlegs are.
Oh, hold on. I think the screen is slightly cut off. As it happens a lot with these bootleg ones that broadcast in weird resolutions. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to give you names.
No. Definitely got Maru. Sick guy?
Uh-huh. That guy.
Card guy.
Hanzo, sorry.
Hanzo, yep.
Don't know.
And then oh, yes, yeah, I know this guy. And then that's Mitsurugi. That's Taki. And I think it's Juan something.
And also this is just different colors.
Yeah.
Orochi.
Yes.
Okay, show me the guy with the eye patch.
This guy?
I only know this guy because the Master is Fighter for the PS1, which is, just like a bunch of modified sprites of like SNK games for all the characters and poorly scaled. There's a version of this guy in that game that always tickles me because it's just a straight lift. Did not even attempt to modify. All right, Johnny, make a choice. Oh,
no, I think Johnny did make it. I think it was just loading in.
Oh, where is that taken from?
All right, we got a block.
Ooh.
Oh, how did that? Huh. Huh.
I can tell how this one's gonna go.
No, I can't keep doing that move because that's gonna not work in my favor.
There's one of these sword games, one of these like samurai games that I played that I liked a fair bit. Last Blade, I think it's
Last
called.
Blade's real cool.
Yeah.
Specifically Last Blade 2, because I think there's a lady in it that I like to play as. I'm waiting for the follow-up game to this, Soul Edge versus Samurai Spirits versus Last Blade. That's when they're going to really pull it all together.
Okay.
Last Blade was Last Blade and Last Blade 2 were games I played a lot in college. You were about to say, Johnny?
I am very confused how the Soul Edge character plays in this.
Badly.
Because, yeah.
In the interest of fairness, Charky should play a Soul Blade character next, and you get the benefit of playing a samurai spirit. Sure.
I'll tell you, my character plays weird too.
Yeah, but I think they've tried to actually emulate how Soul Edge feels to play. But also, I could get so few moves to come out.
I'll try
I'll
Taki.
pick.
Wait, which Taki do I want? I'll try this Taki.
Yeah, there's the blue Takis I've heard so much about. I'll pick them up in the snack
it's
aisle next
yeah.
time. I'm sorry, did we call her Taki? We meant Tani, obviously.
No, that plays the same as Hanzo played, more or less. To say bad, but
The movement on these characters looks like a nightmare. Like every frame of animation you have to go through.
Okay, that's the main difference is the movement speed.
yes. Tani here has way more frames of animation, and it's getting in the way of actually doing
Yeah,
things.
they're trying to like emulate the step-in feel that Soul Edge has.
Slow down the drinking, buddy. It's
And
go
I actually
blind
got
that
some
way.
sort of special to
time
come out for
For the Genjuro stream snack, but
Bum, 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 na, na.
still thinking about what I want.
See
to
the
do stream
hitbox there?
snack. I'm going to be making a new stream snack.
But that hits
graphic.
from so far away. Look at that.
Yes. I wonder if this is no. Okay. I was like, I wonder if grab and a button is throw, like Soul Edge. No.
Ho 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 ho.
So I know we got to show off all the characters, but I have the feeling, the sneaking suspicion that neither of you are going to go with a Soul Edge character for the final fight in this one.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. Oh.
Did you
Get one out
pick
the way.
him already?
No.
Or did you pick Mitsurugi? Okay. I'll pick him. Wrong. I had a hunch.
So I believe
It's
these
so
Soul Blade characters come from, there is a Genesis just Soul Blade bootleg, probably an SNES version of it as well, probably also developed by X-Boy, probably just took those characters, crammed them into this game for the purposes of crossing over.
Mm-hmm.
So how many games has this guy had tuberculosis and still like kicking?
Yeah. Oh, that's all fighting game characters with terminal illnesses. Is they don't actually die from them.
Yeah, it's fucking, is it Law in Virtua Fighter who's
Lau.
been dying? Lau?
Yeah, Lau. Yeah. Run his hair did go grey, but that's the only difference that's really happened to him from it.
Tuberculosis is transmittable through the air, right?
Yes.
Just checking. I've had my TB shots. Folks, have you had your TB shots? Go see your doctor, TB. Who have you not done? We haven't done this man. Right?
Yes.
Okay, what's his other version? This version? I'll go with this version.
It's funny because some on the right have their default colors. That's it, Jubei.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know why I spelled with an R here, but
Junior Bay. Junior Bay, that's it.
Junior Spash, Junior Spash, Junior Special Dude. £4 and 50 pence. Codeman points out there's a Genesis Samurai Showdown 2 bootleg as well. I think we've had our fill after this one. I will say that I think, the effect that a lot of these bootlegs have when you know that, any numbered squeakles are just going to be the same game, but with maybe one or two extra characters and
Or
no
less.
mechanical improvements, or less. Yeah. I'm beginning to think that an all bootleg stream was a mistake.
This was your bed that you made.
that you made us sleep in.
Yes. You're like,
You
oh,
know
why
the
do
old
you?
phrase? You made your bed, now find people to sleep in it for you.
You're like, oh, why do we have this format where we pick 2 bad games and 1 good one? Let's play 9 bootleg games in one night.
Yeah, it's weird. I think specials do exist in this game because I got one to come out earlier, but they don't even seem worth going for.
I had that one from Hanzo that would come out very regularly, but
Yeah.
that's a really bad move.
I like how he put his swords away just to take him out for his win animation.
Now, do we
Who
want to
have-
double check everyone over here, or consider
has there
this the
been-
final?
Has there been anyone we have not seen yet? Or is that it?
Only they're like doubles.
All right, yeah, we don't have to worry about doubles.
Yeah,
so I'm
fuck the
gonna pick,
doubles. Let's get this show on the fucking road.
Yeah, because my hand's killing me. Let's.
May the best samurai win. Samurai. This almost looks like a real video game when it's to these
Yeah.
two characters from the same art style with move speed.
Did he just explode? Just a little bit?
Just a little bit. All right. Oh, your character's so fast.
Look, he's gonna die soon, so he's got to do all this in a hurry.
Yeah.
I don't know how we'll have to look at it at some point, but it's funny we get this bootleg because they did make a Samurai Showdown into a Soul Edge clone in the future.
Was that the 64 one?
No, that was Xbox 360.
That was a point for Charky, by the way, right?
That was, yeah.
All right, in that case. Show that scoreboard. It
must
is
have-
4-3 currently. I still have a couple more. Maybe one more or two more, depending on how the score goes. I do want to get back to where you once belong. Back to the NES. And I will give you a choice here. Do you want a version of Garō Densetsu or a version ostensibly of Street Fighter?
Well, we just did a Street Fighter.
All right, I'm
No.
taking that as a vote for Garō Densetsu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, in that case, we will play Garō Densetsu Special for the NES by way of Hummer Team. This is the art they used, just straight up lifted. This one just stolen. Just straight up stolen. Though I do want to show, this isn't the game we're going to play, but the other one, if you had gone with Street Fighter, would have been an excuse for me to show off this box art for Master Fighter
Yeah.
6 or 5. No, V1, that's 6. Yes, Master Fighter 6, where they stole the Saturday Night Slam Masters poster that was drawn by the Hokuto no Ken guy, and then drew Street Fighter characters over it. And I think this would have been the best version of Street Fighter we played in the course of the night, but instead you chose the Garō Densetsu game, released 1995. But they're both Hummer Team, so they're both probably going to play pretty much the same because they use the same fighting game engine across pretty much all of their releases. So how different could it really be?
All right. Wuff, 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 wuff.
Whoa.
Good God! Now if you look, there are duplicate characters here, so they're doing the old trickaroo when it comes to. But you can see the characters in the top left corner. You can see who you're actually selecting in this one, so that is an improvement. So let's just go from top left to keep going until you find Loop.
All right. Kim. Did I forget the name? Wolfgang.
It's like Sun something. Yeah, Wolfgang. That's real.
Terry, Andy, Joe, my Joe. Okay, so it's one row. It just repeats for every row.
Is that Conan the Barbarian in row 3? That column there? Yeah.
It looks like him. Yeah.
Oh, that's actually Joe.
All right, so top row will be the one that we actually.
Yeah. I went with Terry.
I always just think of, whenever I see Terry, I think of that trailer for the Fatal Fury fan film, where they got two quote-unquote actresses to read like some like jargon script that they wrote to promote it. And one of them says, in the famous words of Terry Bogard, let's do it.
Is that the one where they look like they're twins, but they're not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just put that on after this game as a treat, maybe. Also, not Terry Bogard, Terry Bogaro!
Bogaro.
Lots of points for you there.
Don't know how to do crack shoot. Might not be a thing.
Jodariel asks in chat, what is the point of having a select screen full of clones? Just to say you have a bunch of characters? Yeah, no, it's that cynical. It is just to say that we have this many characters in our game. The illusion of choice. I think some of them, depending on how ambitious the developer is, some of those clones will have slightly different values. Like that SNES game, right? With the Orochi versions of every character that we played earlier. Those characters did have
entirely
different...
possible that one of the other Terrys here has crack shoot.
Because you can only bind so many special moves when you have 2 buttons and a D-pad.
Granted, both of the special moves I'm doing are punch. Kick is being ignored.
Wow, that felt horrible.
All right, next. Wolfgang?
I'll try Kim. Yeah, they went for it.
I have to try and find that trailer now.
It is very hard to jump over that.
Oh, he has a low, too. He has one that goes low and one that goes everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, what's the point of the low?
Once again, kick, doing nothing.
Oh god, you can't just YouTube search King of Fighters fan film anymore, because guess what? It's all AI bullshit with, like, you know, fan casting celebrities and...
Mm-hmm.
Do they all start with something like, my name is Terry Bogard?
I bet they do, but I'm not gonna fucking click through to find out. Embers, that's the name of it. That's okay. I found the actual fan film, which is 4 minutes 20 seconds long. I don't care about that. All I care about is the trailer that I have to try and find now. Yes, okay, found it. All right, I'll have that ready to fucking deploy, to tactically
Let's see,
deploy
Cass
after the
supporting
game.
the arts on the Bad Game Hall of Fame.
This is apropos of nothing. This is just for you and me, Cass. But remember there was that Gachamuchi video I was trying to find, and like it seemed to be gone from YouTube. I had to just find a Swift file for it somewhere.
Then I converted it to a MP4 for you.
I found it again on YouTube.
Okay, very good.
Apparently, the thing that got removed was the one with the English title on it. I found the Japanese title one.
Very good. It's a lot of points.
Alright.
Alright, Tanfuru, or whatever his name is.
I'll go with Joe.
Yeah, I got it.
Now, you two are going to hear something behind the scenes. You're going to hear some audio playing. Just ignore it. Don't address it. Don't act surprised when you hear it. I'm just leveling this in the background.
Why do I keep picking the worst characters?
It's very loud. Okay. Hopefully I have that dialed in just from listening to 2 seconds of it on mute. Also, Tung Fu-Ru, also a character in the Master is Fighter, basically unchanged.
Yeah, yeah.
Still, that is
calling
still
it
the
now.
funniest fighting game to me.
I think I know who's won the night. Because I can't with this game.
Wait, he has the same shit as Krauser. He has a low and he has an all. They're just done slightly differently.
If I can't jump it, then what's...
I really hate the music in this, too.
Just end me. Let's do it.
Don't look so proud of yourself, Joe Higashi. You just beat the shit out of an old man. It's...
Andy? The only one we haven't seen is Rio. Andy.
Yeah.
Oh, what is... what?
There
Where
we go.
are we?
Now I get to know what it's like.
Whoa.
What happened to them trying to put Andy's name in this game?
Wait, yeah, wait, what? Und Kao Lock. NT.
New technology, Cal Lock. iMedful says the toms are going crazy in the instrumentation. Do you feel reinvigorated with hope, Johnny?
That's too positive a word for it. No, because I know what this feels like, so I just feel bad for Sharky now.
You know, the sprite works good.
Yeah.
Choice of color with background is bad.
Yeah, well, what can you do?
I give you one of these, and then I give you this one.
A little bit of this and a little bit of the one, too.
Oh, Block didn't seem to do much there.
If you see Andy dissing your fly girl, you give him one of these. Yeah.
It's not looking good for
Kind of
Miss
has a
Cal
means
Lock.
to get out of it, but it's very specific when it will actually hit.
Oh boy, this one.
All right, this is the match.
This is the
Doubly
match.
sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with.
Fuck it.
I feel like
This could be the most blasting, boomtastic, hardcore fighting Evo wishes. Could have a finals like this.
I haven't even commented on. I know I said it in the server. I know I went on my little rant, but you know that whole Evo, the world battle, or the thing where fighting game fans got mad because they're introducing some sort of side tourney where people have to play a bunch of games.
no, that's not why it sucks. It's not. It doesn't suck because they have to play a bunch of games. It sucks because they're doing an Evo event every month now with that, which means that like stifles like any sort of local tournament scene. Because are you gonna do a local, or are you gonna do the thing with Evo in the name?
The thing I have complaints about that, but the thing I'm making fun of was very specifically a complaint about people having to be jacks of all trades across multiple games. That was
I haven't seen those complaints. All the complaints I've seen from the FGC people I follow has been like, hey, this is gonna be awful for like any sort of local stuff or any sort of like smaller things than the company that now has access to infinite money.
Yeah, that is bad. That is markedly worse. That is like, I can understand the frustration in that. I did not understand the frustrations. And there were frustrations. This is not a straw man situation, Sharky, where people were very violently, angrily mad about the idea of one of their events being having to play like 5 games in a row, and the complaints being like, you know, people specialize, they grind hundreds of thousands of hours in one game at a time to expect people to play multiple games.
I can also imagine Johnny wins. I can also imagine like if if you're someone who let's say, you know, first of all, let's do Johnny's thing.
Yep. I'll do.
Right, I'll get back to my point when we do our last game.
Sure, because it is 4-4 right now. Oh, and also, I have the thing queued up. I want to show the thing. I want to show the incredible trailer, the King of Fighters in live action 2016, uploaded by Ember's Fatal Fury. Yeah, I want to show this off. So let me go ahead. Promising first frame. Oh, it's not even the first frame. All right, here we go. Well, tell me if this doesn't get you excited.
The mastermind behind the scene and the begetter, Jason Lau, the executive producer and director of Embers, who literally shaped the idea into action-packed and innovative real motion viable movie. Sitting in front of the computer, start exploring like the dauntless geek, like what Terry always quoted. Okay, that was groovy. Let's do it again. What's more, to be like Master Yui's kick to the face that cause your nose bleed.
See, how is this not AI generated? Is the question.
Into a glowing orb. Feel it? Do you want more? Expecting Wolfgang fireballs, Bob's Capoeira act, and Joe-infused strikes with cheese zest? Wait no more. Come join us exploring into this wonderful film. www.embersfatalfury.com and support our project on Kickstarter.com.
Take a fucking click, why don't you?
You're paid to read the script, not to edit it.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Now that one lives rent free in my brain. In case you couldn't guess, I hear that once, and that's just like, I'm just stimming to that. I'm just like, in the famous words of Terry, okay.
I also
this
love
is
the bootleg White Stripes song in the background, because it's clearly not the original, but it's the same song.
So we need a tiebreaker. Yeah, I'm going to give you a choice. We could do one last NES game or one last Super NES game.
I don't know.
I'm almost leaning towards the NES game in this one, because there's one that is...
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
That I want an excuse to show off. The SNES game would have been X-Men vs. Street Fighter by way of DVS Electronics. So it probably would have been just another like King of Fighters 2000, Top Fighter 2000, Mark 8-esque experience type beat. But instead we're going with another Hummer Team game for the NES, a 1994 release. This is AV Bishoujo Senshi Girl Fighting. We finally got ourselves an all-female fighting game. It almost seemed inevitable, but we took this long to get to it.
Hey, that was a theme I did one week.
So we're gonna show this one off momentarily, and this will be the game that decides who wins the night too. So I expect you both to take this deathly seriously. 1994 copyrights. Who's this copyright to? It's copyrights.
Snow fight.
Girl fighting 5.
She's the one named Girl Fighting.
All right,
We got
tell me those
Chun-Li.
characters.
Don't know. Sailor Mercury?
Yeah, that's Mercury.
Ranma?
Yeah, I know that's Ranma because I saw this before.
Princess Peach, also Ranma.
Yeah, from a very specific episode of Ranma.
Don't know.
Maybe that's Mars?
Don't know. Pick this one.
I'll start with Chun-Li.
We'll see their names, hopefully, when we get to the next screen.
That's definitely not the hairstyle of the person. This is Ninny.
Oh, okay. Her portrait kind of looked like Shampoo.
Yes.
Hey, look at that. Get a super route.
Okay, the kicks and the punches are the same. Alright, so Cass.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine there was like a tournament for just a whole bunch of different like first-person shooters.
Okay.
Yeah. And you go to the tournament a lot because you are the best in the world at Modern Warfare 2.
Okay.
And like that's your game. And then they're like, hey, we have a new event, but to participate in it, you're gonna have to play Modern Warfare 2 and Battlefield and Rainbow Six Siege and like 2 other games. And like that's this event. Would you be like, no thanks?
No, I'd be
Don't
like,
like
cool,
that.
and a chance to experience some other games that I don't always get a chance to play, and we'll see my fundamentals carry over. Wow, what an exciting opportunity for me. And what a way to break out of the doldrums of playing one game for 1,000 hours straight. What a great excuse to broaden my horizons a little bit. A chance to show off that I'm not just completely hyperfixated on one singular game.
Yeah, when I heard this, I instantly thought of, oh yeah, like those mystery tournaments that they do at more
Like,
fun
fighting
game events.
I'm not saying there's like a bad. I'm not saying it's a bad thing that a tournament exists that has to be like a mystery tournament or like a multi-game tournament. I'm just saying it's understandable that if you're someone who plays chess, that maybe like you don't want to participate in an event that says you have to also play dominoes if you want to win this one.
Is this replacing anything though? That's my question.
Not from what I can
replacing
gather.
a lot of locals.
Yeah, there's that issue. Like, yeah, but if this was something like, oh yeah, if you want to qualify for the new Mortal Kombat, then you have to do this multi-game tournament, that would be weird.
Yeah, it's not replacing anything Evo-wise. Like, the real issue, again, is that it is, like, crowding the space with something that has more money than God. Like, distract from those. That's not the word I'm looking for.
I mean, I forget exactly who owns Evo now, but when that got...
Saudi Arabia, that's it.
Yeah. From my understanding, when that got announced, most people were just like, you know, we're done anyway, regardless of what they do.
Yeah, I mean, like
So I'm
to be
surprised
real,
people are even getting like that messed up about this specific thing.
let me be
that's
real
small
deal
potatoes.
Holyfield here. Yeah, it's bad that Saudi interests keep buying up fucking games-related stuff so they can just have their fingers in fucking everything. It's bad to support it because, you know, the Saudi government, I don't know if you've seen what they do, but they do some bad shit. They do some untoward shit. In the fact that they can just splash money to own things, not like just for profitability. They don't need this money. They don't need the revenue stream. They got oil for centuries. The people who are buying in, the princes who are now have controlling interests in these things, are doing it because they are fans, unfortunately.
They are, like, they're losing money on the whole thing.
Yes.
Ultimately. But it's a drop in the bucket money, and they're doing it because it's, like...
In reputation
They're trying to get
improving.
people to like them.
They're trying to get people to like them. They're trying to improve
stuff,
their reputation and whatnot. And, of course, it has the opposite effect, because when you buy a, like, premier fighting game franchise just to put your faves in it, to put your favorite DJ and favorite soccer player, it turns out that it's actually very transparent and massively uncool. I like Chun-Li's face here. I'm glad that she's happy. Presumably that's the emotion they're trying to convey there.
Yeah, but anyway, like, I was trying to, like, make some sort of hypothetical argument for, like, why you wouldn't like a tournament that is like, hey, these... most of these tournaments are going to be, like, multi-game things, and why that might be bad. But the real issue isn't that at all.
Okay, so to be clear, like, the issue I took, the issue I had, I am in support of people who are, like, feeling like their scene is being destroyed because of this thing, because of what Evo is now becoming under this corporate ownership, under the Saudi ownership, it is bad that they've sunk their fucking hooks into this and that they're destroying local scenes. Though, you know, in an ideal world, people would fucking boycott Evo at this point, put their money where their mouth is.
Seeing some of that too, but not enough people.
Not enough people. Everyone who is like a major player should at this point be like, fuck Evo, support your locals, and there should be a ground like surge of attendance in those things. And I have the feeling that's not how it's going to happen, because at the end of the day, people go where the money is.
And you're seeing those lines being drawn like right now, like Jam being full on no Evo, fuck Evo.
Yes.
And then some people just being like, I'm in it for the money.
And so there's that ideological sort of debate happening, and in the middle of that, press a button to continue.
I am.
You press a button to continue, Johnny. You try it.
I'm trying. Yeah. Nothing.
All right, cool. That's another one of these games where we have to restart. Maybe check the options. Let's check the options real quick. Was it just the game difficulty select? Also, I realized that I rewound back to that end screen. What's it set
Yeah, the
to?
option was just
Maybe this is health. So set it to like yeah, just like a 1, and let's see if that has any impact on how much HP the characters have.
Okay.
So
By the way, I did manage to do Chun-Li's spinning bird kick once there. I don't know how I did it, but it is in here.
Wait, hold on. Before you select the character,
rewind.
Yep.
And yeah.
Now Johnny, press start to get in. Now a save state, and now we proceed. So the issue I had was with a post that went around where the complaint was.
Who's that?
Who is that?
It's Sugiko in Gene.
Sugiko.
Where it was a complaint about that format of the multi-game disciplinary thing, and they went through the argument, which is that, you know, professional fighting game players only focus on a game at a time, and to expect them to play other games is unreasonable.
Also, that's not even true.
That's not true. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the argument they made. The argument that this person made was that.
No, I'm saying they are wrong.
Yeah, Sonic Fox would like to have a word.
That was the exception to the rule with Sonic Fox. People said, like, if Sonic Fox plays 2 games, the amount of work he has to put into both of those is unreasonable. Sorry, are they, right? I don't know what their pronouns are. It's legitimate. Okay, gotcha.
But no, that's not even just a Sonic Fox thing. There are definitely a lot of people who are like, yeah, I'll just join into this game. Some of them are definitely like more correct at one game than another.
And I brought up a guy by the name of Fatality Wendell back in the day. He used to play all the first-person shooters that were coming out, and he'd be really good at all of them. And because he had solid fundamentals, and then he would take the time to memorize the map rotations across like Painkiller, Quake, et al. And I think what it is more a symptom of, societally speaking, is people who do like hyperfixate on a single game and want that to be validated. And
the thing, I think truly the person who was like saying that was full of shit. That they were extrapolating their opinion on like, why isn't it just
they had a
one
lot
thing?
of people agreeing with them. There was a lot of FGC people showing up in the comments being like, yeah, you're right, this does suck. I only play this game, and to be expected to play these, and it's just like, I don't know, then don't participate in the tourney. Don't participate in that. I mean, don't participate in it because it's run by being run by Evo. First of all, you should be like, that should be your primary thing. Is just like, shouldn't even affect me because fuck everything this once great event has become. But, you know, then especially don't participate in the format that you don't like. Yeah. Seems simple
also,
to me.
If you are like a single game player, there are tournaments that are entirely about single games.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
like,
don't
if you're
not
just
exist.
a Tekken player, there is Tekken Tour.
But, you know, I would also say, and this is just my personal soapbox, that if you are someone who is spending 1,000 hours a month just playing one game, refusing to play other games because you need to stay sharp in your game of choice, I would say find a hobby that is not this, because that seems very unhealthy to me personally, to only play the one game and to do nothing else except play the one game and to devote yourself entirely to the one game. Just seems like hell. That seems like a nightmare of your own design, a prison of the mind of sorts.
Hear that, chess players?
Yeah, no,
Well,
straight
that's-
up to them too. Yeah, no, to anyone who is so like hyper fixated, like to an unhealthy extent. And I get that actual hyper fixations exist, and obsessive compulsive behavior exists, and so on and so forth. And to them, I would say, like, you know, like, try to force yourself out of that shell to like do other shit. Like, I just can't imagine landing on a singular game and having that be the only game that I play. There's so much like interesting shit coming out.
I mean,
you have to broaden your horizons, try stuff.
Are these people who are like their career is the money they make from playing
No,
it?
I'm gonna say no, because there's only so many people who can make a living off of fighting games, right?
That's true,
Off
yeah.
their fighting game of choice. And I don't think most of these motherfuckers are showing up at EVO, even before this. I don't think most of them are qualifying. I think they're playing their locals, right? And placing like 17th. And, you know, that's fine. It's fine to, like, compete. Like, I'm not like, anti-competition. I'm not, like, I'm very pro, like,
Yeah.
trying your hand and having fun at a tournament. And, you know, if you're good enough to win the cash prize, then more power to you. But if it comes at the expense of every iota of your free time, if your entire personality is, I play this game and I'm kind of cracked at it, if that's all you got, honey, please,
Yeah.
I'm begging
So,
you, experience life.
So a recent Casual Monday, we covered the Retro Game Challenge DS game and talked about Game Center 6 and stuff. I remember there's an early episode where I think Arino goes to South Korea to talk to like a StarCraft 1 team camp place where pro players are. And I remember there's a bit where he asks, are you good at like other games and stuff? Like what if they put out a StarCraft 2? And the answer the player gives, you can kind of tell that the question offended them a bit. Because they're like, well, obviously, that's like asking someone who plays soccer if they would be good at tennis. No, this is the game we specialize in. It doesn't matter if other ones come out. And it's just like, when StarCraft 2 came out, is there even a StarCraft 1 pro scene anymore?
I mean,
Yeah.
Like that whole scene is dead now, and that guy was so uppity about like, well, no, I'm a StarCraft 1 specialist, so I would never swap games. It's like, bitch, you'll go where the money is. Shut up. Also, it
in
looked
that case,
miserable.
yeah, that is
Their,
a money thing.
their training house was like super cramped, you know, like 10 computers shoved into a small office room, and they would just eat boiled rice all day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, take it super seriously, and like, yeah, and anti-fun. Whoa! Now that was fun. I don't know how I did it.
Also, Rama, that is their name, in their iconic thigh highs that they wear all the time in the show.
Funny enough, when I take damage, it becomes very show accurate.
They're black
but
leather
only
boots
then.
or stockings. I can't tell which.
I don't think changing the number changed anything.
No, it was worth a
I
shot,
don't-
though, wasn't it?
I don't know why. This is the game where like I can get loads of supers to come out, and I don't know how. They just sometimes come out.
Oh, that didn't
that's a
happen
cool
with the
move.
first character I played. Now I'm getting it.
Yeah, with Chun-Li, I could only do the rapid kick, so I did get a spinning bird kick to come out once by accident. But Ranma, I feel like I've done 5 special moves by accident.
I don't know. I do not give a shit with what people like find fun and do with
Yeah.
their free time, even if it's just one thing over and over again. I know
I
artists
think it
who
comes.
draw one singular thing and like fucking good for you if this is what your joy is.
I think the thing is that, you know, I come from the social work background, and I work with primarily kids on the
Have you seen this?
spectrum who
No, you can pick
many of them are like helplessly locked into hyper repetitive behaviors that prevent them from being able to live like full and fulfilling lives. And I see that, and I am like, full admission, I am like partially armchair diagnosing people on the internet based off of behaviors I have seen and had to work with and had to like, you know, like treat as like a clinical issue. And so maybe that's me not being a great therapist, or maybe
Yeah.
it's me recognizing that, you know, I've seen like as bad as it can get. I have seen the worst of the worst. I've seen it to the point where it like prevents them from having any quality of life. To be, and it is times like in time. I have had cases where the hyperfixation in question was a video game, just the one. I've seen it firsthand, and I've seen like the fucking like squalor that they.
I think the problem with trying to diagnose that over the internet is like how much of that person's actual life are you getting from their internet presence, right?
Right. But these people are also
Because-
terminally on fucking line. I will say that, you know.
Which is its own problem.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll definitely say for hearing this story, it's the way the complaints, because it seems very entitled to talk about something that is optional you don't have to do. Like, it's my main issue with it.
I'm going to bring
Like, yeah,
up Codeman in chat. Sorry not to cut you off, but I really want to address this point.
No, that's it.
Codeman says, to be honest, I know so many autistic people who have found improv to be a really useful thing to learn. You know, I don't talk about this often on the show, but, you know, I'm somewhere on that spectrum. And you know what I did in high school? I was watching a lot of Whose Line Is It Anyway? So I started a club at my school where we just did Whose Line games. And it was a great excuse to, like, socialize, to try out my comedic riffs, to like, find some form and function, see what worked and what didn't. I had other avenues. I had other things I was doing. I don't think I was ever really at risk of being like locked in such a sort of way. I wouldn't say the club saved me or what have you. I won't go to that length. But there were definitely people who showed up to that club who really benefited from it. I will definitely say that. And I will definitely just like echo the sentiment that, yeah, it's get out and try shit. Even if you don't think you'll be good at it, it's worth it to try it. And there were people who showed up and, you know, were not funny at first. And I explained...
Pattern Heiter!
Oh, you found
Yeah,
the tech.
found it.
You found the tech. And I basically told them, like, you know, I was definitely feeling my oats, and I'm like, hey, here's why this isn't funny. Here's why this is, like, this isn't landing. And they would be like, oh,
Okay.
it's good to know
Yeah, for
that.
that.
And I've carried that into my social work with people who have, like, maybe, like, one or two jokes that have landed in their lives, and so they keep trying to do rehashes of the same one or two jokes. And now I have the ability to explain to them exactly, like, okay, here's why this gets diminishing returns. And that's just a very specific, like, thing. That's just, like, you know, comedy as it relates to understanding of, like, social dynamics and stuff. This is stuff I could really talk about all day long, but I'm going to not. Because...
Something you could perhaps hyperfixate on.
Yeah, you know,
Oh.
sure.
Is this the match, by the way?
I believe
now?
this is the match.
Wait,
Okay.
did we see this lady?
Yes, this is who I'm going to pick.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Also, just want to say that clearly I
Well,
think that it is a good thing to branch out, to experience more things. You know, I'm not saying that
yeah.
like a bad thing or anything like that. I'm just saying that I generally leave judgment at the door when it comes to how other people are doing stuff, unless it's very, very, very obviously like hurting their lives in a very clear way. But if I don't know, if I don't have enough context, and also if it's just some person online, like it's some person online.
Yeah, I'm not going
I
up to
can't-
each of these people one by one and telling them why they're wrong. I'm not like going out of my way to like interact with these people. In fact, most of the time I just I make my snide comments to people in like the Discord and on the show. But you know, I'm
just saying,
not Captain
try to-
Save-A-Ho trying to fix their lives one at a time. What I do kind of hope, and this is, you know, maybe selfish of me, or maybe even this is enough to like be like obnoxious, but you know, I hope that by having a platform like this, a show where I get to speak my mind and talk about things at length sometimes, I kind of do hope that if someone out there listens to this and is sort of locked in that sort of way and is encouraged to expand their interests, you know, whether that starts with playing more than one video game, or whether it's encouraging them to like watch a fucking movie, read a fucking book, eat some good food, go out with people, do stuff, to just like be willing to try stuff. Just be willing to try stuff. Just give stuff a shot. Especially just like, I think generally, I would say, don't make video games your personality. I think that's a really good first step that a lot of people could benefit from in their lives, would be to find interests outside of this thing that we congregate for here on a bi-daily basis for 3 hours at a time as we put on our show.
I mean, I think maybe the difference between you and me in this is just a matter of tone, then. Which I think deals with a lot of how we talk in general.
Oh wow, this move doesn't do anything. Oh, this is like a cat meow song.
All
Alright,
right.
do-
I
I do
figured out
talk a
my
lot about
character is the gymnast villain lady from Ranma.
It would be a safe bet. Okay, this is the final round of the final match of the final game of the night. It all comes down to this. There's a lot of points on the line here for a lot of people in chat. The outcome of this match being eagerly anticipated. The Johnny contingent vocal in chat.
And I hope Johnny wins. I voted on him.
In the battle of gymnasts versus hostesses. Whoever wins, we all win.
Whoever wins, we get our Cokes. I assume I'm talking about, like, hostess as in, like, bringing you a drink.
You know, they do bring you drinks. You gotta pay a hefty fee for them, though, and you're also paying for their company.
Ah.
Can't say I'm fucking surprised, but we got that's as close as it's ever been on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the closest it has ever come in terms of the scoreboard. But we have a winner,
We
and
have
it
a
is
winner.
it is Charky.
That was definitely race to where's the place you can get the infinite. Was that final bit for sure?
Pro Sucker asks, has Sharky ever lost a fight night? Yes.
Once.
Yeah.
A
To
grand
cast.
total of once to me in a night where I absolutely stacked the deck, if I recall correctly, with just like the most busted ass games that I had practiced. But final scoreboard 5-4. It is Sharky.
Yeah.
So I will hit that screen one more time. Oh boy.
No, I like the close ones. It's fun when it's real down to the wire like that.
Whoop. And here we are in the center of the screen now.
There we are. Well, good
Uh,
match, Johnny.
Yeah, good games. Well, not good
well,
games.
No.
well-
Oh, yeah, we had to
So-
discuss that part.
Sorry,
yeah.
that's a Drew Scanlon quote.
best and worst of the nights. And it's going to be hard because there's so many goddamn
Ooh.
games, but I'm looking at the list
Mhm.
here. And
Okay.
I think these are the ones we played.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah.
it's this top row here on my launch box. Database 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 games. Yeah, so that math checks out. We're not counting Street Master, of course.
Right.
Because we didn't actually get to play it. Okay. Best of the night, Sharky.
First one we did, Board Fighters 2. I had the most fun with that one, I think.
Okay. Johnny, best of the night.
Hmm. You know what? I want to say World Heroes 2 as well.
Or World Heroes.
There might have been some better playing ones, but it was just fun in a really silly way.
For my pick, and again, I know I didn't play tonight, but also know that I had to play all these games just to make sure they all
Mhm.
worked.
Yeah.
It didn't work out in the case of Street Master. I swear it worked for me, just playing it one player, but apparently 2 players was a bridge too far for that ROM. I think I would still go with, and it's not for any playability, it's not for it being the best game. In fact, by some measure, it might be the worst. But I gotta give it the Top Fighter 2000 Mark 8. That is the one that always stands out to me. It is the
Yeah.
funniest. The roster is just so out there.
I'll say that was the other one I was thinking of.
So, like, not for any measure of quality, but just because it is such a strange one. And you two figured it out more than I did in terms of, like, actually controlling it. You figured out how to get those specials to come out, even if a couple supers.
Yeah, once you said negative edge, I was like, oh, okay, I get it.
So that was fun to see the game played in some measure as intended. And that just adds another layer to it. Okay. Worst of the night. And there are some contenders here. Sharky.
Street Fighter 2 for the Master System. Just normals of the game. There were supers. We could never figure out how to get them to work. Felt interminably, it felt agonizingly slow. But yeah, it just ended up being purely normal after normal after normal, and that is boring as hell.
Johnny.
Yep, no, that's fair. I'm gonna go opposite in the spectrum. Too many specials. Which was the Garō. I don't remember the full name.
Garō Densetsu special.
Garō Densetsu special. Because that was immediately just these characters that do the full screen projectiles that are like full character sprite, and that's the game. Doesn't matter what all the other inputs. Yeah, it doesn't matter what any of the other inputs do. If you're just playing against certain characters, you're just done. Like that first round, especially when I played as Mai, at some point I was like, I'm just gonna put the controller down. I can't do anything. But yes, Street Fighter 2 Master System would also be a close second.
I think for my part, I'm also going with Street Fighter 2 on the Master System. It just seemed boring as fuck. I felt like I was going to fall asleep in the middle of that segment because it just moved so glacially slow. And if you give a shit about things like character roster, the fact that it is so compromised, the fact that it is such a strange selection, I guess not the strangest, not as strange as like a Mortal Kombat trilogy on Gamecom, for example, but just the cuts they made to that roster to get to fit on the Master System. And in service of what? A game that looks kind of impressive for the platform, but plays worse than the Game Boy version of the same game. By considerable margin, I might say. So, yeah, not good. Though I will also have to give a special dishonorable mention to the game that also seemed second most boringest tonight. And I'm sad to say it, but AV Bishoujo Senshi Girl, that last game seemed like particularly bad. That seemed like, oof. That seemed
It wasn't good.
It felt like the backdrop of a particularly spirited conversation. So
it's weird. It's just the way it's like infinite kind of patterns and that kind of stuff made it compelling in a way I bet they did not intend.
Sure. Well, with all that said and squared away, and the scoreboard finalized, and the points awarded to the winners, and the points attracted from the losers in chat, there's little else left for us to do except to say, folks, thank you for joining us here at the Bad Game Hall of Fame for another episode of Fight Night, the all Bootlegs Battle of the Bootlegs special, whatever I'm going to subtitle it for the YouTube video when that goes up. Thank you for sticking with it, for betting on the outcome as you do in chat. The next one will not be all bootlegs. The next one will be some mix of bad and maybe a couple good ones. That seems to be the preferred format. I'm going to guess after that. So we will see.
It turns out you had a good idea to begin with in terms of how we do this.
Yeah, well. Or maybe what we really need is just even worse games than that. Maybe I need to find... I do have one idea that I'm cooking up that might just be all bad games again. And it would be all one platform, as we've done in the past, or all PlayStation special, or all N64 special.
I thought your idea was going to be we just fight each other IRL.
Don't tempt me. That'll be the real life meetup special. We'll meet up and it'll just be for a fight night, and we'll all leave broken and battered for it. No, I have an all DOS games special in mind.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting fucking binding those inputs, getting that to actually work on the show. will be the
Yeah,
real
that's what I meant.
challenge there, but it may well be worth it for some of the fucking games I found in that particular category. But for now, we look ahead to the stream schedule, where March 9th will be our next show. That'll be a casual Monday. The show where we play not-so-bad games, shoot the shit, so on, so forth. Some of the most fun we get to have here on the Bad Game Hall of Fame. And surprise, surprise, it's the show where we play not-so-bad games. So please consider tuning into that one. Tuesday, March 10th, in celebration of March 10th, Mario Day, informally, we have decided to do a playthrough of Mario is Missing. I believe it's going to be the DOS Deluxe Edition, specifically the one that has the voice acting in. That'll probably not be just contained to March 10th. That'll probably end up being a two-parter. But it will begin on March 10th in celebration of Mario. So that will be a one to tune in for sure. Edutainment. Thursday, March 12th, will be the first episode of whatever wins our currently ongoing Patreon poll. We have that up. It is the battle of the reprehensible remakes that our patrons are currently voting on. Our patrons, subscribers, members at all. We'll get to how you can vote in that poll. But games on that poll include Colossal Cave in its 2023 remake, Double Dragon 2 Wander of the Dragons for the Xbox 360, Flashback in its 2013 re-envisioning, Karateka 2012, Panzer Dragoon Remake 2020, and 13 2020. I will say that Colossal Cave is currently leading by a somewhat significant margin in that poll. So if you'd like to change that, if something else jumps out at you, you still got time to vote. You still got a couple days if you're watching this live, maybe a day if you're watching this on YouTube. But we'll get to that in just a minute. I still got to tell you that next Saturday, which is, say, March 14th, will be Virtual Insanity, our Virtual Boy retrospective, episode 3. More Virtual Boy games. And I think specifically some of the ones that are going to show up on that include the likes of Virtual Fishing. Exciting stuff, I know. There will be Virtual Boy Wario Land, the Innsmouth no Yakuta,
Ooh.
and
Ooh.
the one I most look forward to, Virtual Lab finally gets its due on the Bad Game Hall of Fame in that format. Certainly a lot to say about that one and our friendship with the game's developer and so on and so forth. So it'll be a very special. It might be the most promising episode of Virtual Insanity. There are going to be some of the best games in it. I'll just tell you that much. So it might be, if the Virtual Boy's going to have any fucking shot of impressing us, it's going to be with the selection of games on offer in that upcoming episode. Definitely be sure to check that one out. All right, that's the stream schedule. Now, if you like what you saw here tonight, you might consider joining our community, our Discord, discord.gg/BGHOF. Community of connoisseurs, talk good games, bad games, every game between. Things that aren't games. You know, I may have said something about, having a personality outside of just video games, and we're better to sharpen that skill set than by joining our Discord server and then posting about food, music, movies, anything comes to mind, any hobby. Or maybe you just want to join our Bad Game Club. It's fine if you just want to talk video games on there. We ain't going to stop you. We ain't going to stop you from playing Castlevania on the N64, our current bad game of the month. And a lot of people have been participating in this one. A lot of people commiserating, sharing their thoughts, having now played Castlevania 64. Some for the first time, some for a repeat adventure. So you can do that if you need an excuse to play Castlevania on the N64. Or maybe that doesn't strike you as one you want to play. You can just wait till next month. We'll have a new game up for you to play. We'll have a new game every month for the Bad Game Club that folk can share in the experience of playing together. Sort of a community bonding activity. Now, if you really like what you saw here tonight, you might consider financially supporting us, throwing us a couple bucks, becoming a subscriber on Twitch, a pledger on Patreon, or a member on YouTube. Any or all of the above will grant you access on our Discord server to a Patreon Saints channel, wherein you can vote in polls like the currently ongoing Reprehensible Remakes poll, make suggestions to help steer the direction of the show, gain access to exclusive content by way of VODs primarily, but we're cooking up some other exclusives. and just be recognized, known, appreciated by us. Know that for your support that we see you and we thank you for helping keep the lights on here at the Bad Game Hall of Fame. But what if you can't financially support us? What if that's not an option at this current moment in time? What if you're between fighting game tournaments and prize monies? We completely understand. If you're still looking for a way to help us out, that is free. It is free. Mosey on over to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@BadGameHallOfFame, and find that suggested viewing playlist that we have up on there. It's 20 handpicked episodes of the show that we think make for some of the best onboarding onto this show of ours. Share it with your friends, folk you know, folk you think might go for a 3+ hour video game stream archive that is presented with the quality we hope of a more curated, highly produced type of video game show fit for a YouTube or what have you. We do try, folks. We really do try to make these shows pop in that sort of way, beyond just the streaming thing. So if you know someone who might go for it, please, we encourage you to share it. Or maybe you know someone who is just a really big fan of Rama, classic of anime, classic character in anime and manga, and then they'll get a kick out of AV Bishoujo Senshi Girls, or whatever the name of that game was. We leave it to your discretion, dear viewer. And that's it for the typical post-show script. Taking a quick peek over at my other screen. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think we're good. I think we are cool to close the show. I have been your impartial referee, Cassidy.
I've been 7-6-4-9-2-7, all three punches, Starkey.
And I've been the booty man, Johnny Baghead.
Very good. Thank you once again for watching this episode of Fight Night. We hope to see you again soon round these parts. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
Toodles!